Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday to you all. It is time for Monday Night Raw in about 14 minutes or so. Thank you for joining me. It is I, Eric from the Ringside Rundown podcast. Welcome you to today's stream on Twitch and on YouTube. So welcome. How you doing? Happy Monday. I know it's Monday. Mondays suck. Everybody hates Monday, but it is what it is. We're doing the best we can. Anyway, we got Monday Night Raw coming up. I don't know what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw. I know Roman Reigns is supposed to be on the show. That's about it. I've been avoiding any sort of advertisements or anything to do with what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw tonight. It is the final Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania 41. So I kind of want to be surprised. I kind of want to be taken for a ride, kind of caught off guard by what can happen this coming Monday Night Raw happening in just 13 minutes or so. I want to see if they can surprise me. A lot of stuff is happening to the WrestleMania cards that, not a lot of people saw coming. So it's a big surprising moment, and I kind of want to stay surprised. So that's why I've been avoiding any sort of advertisements or what's going to be happening on tonight's Monday Night Raw. I've been staying away from that, been staying away from social media, and just been hanging out, getting ready to watch Monday Night Raw. So I thank you guys for joining me on today's stream. For those of you that are new here, my name is Eric. I am one half of the Ringside Rundown podcast hosting crew. It's a podcast about pro wrestling. We talk about pro wrestling in usual format. What we do is we answer questions sent in by loyal listeners of the show. This coming week, I believe we're recording on Wednesday, but we're going to do a strictly predictions episode for WrestleMania 41, so it should be a good time. I am excited. Like I said, the only thing I know that's gonna happen tonight is Roman Reigns is supposed to be on the show for Monday Night Raw, and it's less than 12 minutes away. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Welcome into the stream. And if you want to check out the podcast, you can do so by going to this link right there. That's a Spotify link, but the podcast is available on any platform you listen to podcasts, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Audible, Amazon Music, Good Pods, iHeartRadio podcast. All of that stuff has the Ringside Rundown available for you if you want to listen to it. And it's also available on YouTube. That is the YouTube link. And we're also doing a multi stream on YouTube. So if you're watching over on YouTube, hello. Nice to see you. Just getting ready for Monday Night Raw here. I got Leroy's down here on the floor for some reason. Hanging out down here. He's not on the bed. I don't know why he's down here on the floor. But he's here. Mm-hmm. All right, just make sure the social media stuff is taken care of. Once again, WrestleMania week is starting tonight on Monday Night Raw. Should be rather exciting. If you guys have predictions for Monday Night Raw, don't be afraid to let me know what you think is going to happen on Monday Night Raw, and more importantly, WrestleMania. What do you think is going to happen on WrestleMania? Who do you think are going to be the big winners and losers? Like Gunther taking on Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. Uh, I gotta say the momentum is in Jey Uso's court after what happened to Jimmy Uso and him showing that he's not afraid of Gunther anymore. I gotta say, things are looking up for Jey Uso. There's also stuff like Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. I'm just wondering if they're able to get the match happening and there's not going to be any clunkiness or any awkwardness in the match because those two ladies, It's clear as day they don't like each other. Hopefully they can remain professional. But we got Monday Night Raw happening in 9 minutes. Should be a good show. Matter of fact, let me don't forget to redeem the daily check-in. There we go. That out. Why can't I pin my own message? I can pin it on my other screen. End the stream. There we go. All right. Just getting everything set up for the Raw tonight. All I know is Roman Reigns is supposed to be on the show. I'm assuming CM Punk maybe he'll be on the show. Maybe Seth Rollins will be on the show. It'd be kind of silly to keep them off. Like I said, I've been avoiding all of the. Hey, bitch! Jeff is here. What's going on, Jeff? Good to see you. Happy Monday to you.
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
Thank you for doing your daily check-in. Can't write today for some reason. Thank you for stopping in, Jeff. Hopefully you're doing well. Happy Monday to you. Happy WrestleMania week. Hopefully you are excited for the festivities. I know I am. WrestleMania to me is like Christmas. So I'm excited regardless. Fucking kill me, dude. Already. I just got off work and I'm driving home now. Well, hopefully you drive home safely and you get home and you can kick back and relax. Fire up your Netflix and start up Monday Night Raw. Sorry the work day has been rough on you today, my friend. It be like that. I am very sorry to hear that, but hopefully you can get home in one piece and relax. And then have to relax enough to get ready for the next day to do it all over again. Oh, so wonderful. So wonderful. Anyway, less than 6 minutes away from Monday Night Raw, the start to WrestleMania week. It's going to be a big week. It is the final Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania 41. What are we going to know about Gunther and Jey Uso? Are they going to have a little interaction? Is there... well, no, that's more SmackDown. I was going to say Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre, but that's more SmackDown. So is Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. That's more SmackDown. What's going to happen with the Women's Championship? Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Triple Threat. Are they going to have a little interaction tonight on Monday Night Raw? Who knows? I don't know. I stayed away from the advertisements. I wanted to be surprised tonight. I want to be caught off guard by what is going to be going on tonight, Monday Night Raw, less than 5 minutes away. Thank you for joining me on the streams, ladies and gentlemen. Whether it be on Twitch or on YouTube, I appreciate your support. Thank you very, very much. Final Raw before Mania. This was just sent out by WWE. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins highlight the final Raw before WrestleMania tonight at 8 o'clock. less than 5 minutes. So all three gentlemen should be on the show. Gonna be very interesting. Gonna be very interesting. Also, I highly implore you guys to check out that documentary on Peacock on WrestleMania 9. It's rather interesting. It's a very good documentary on WrestleMania 9. I suggest you check it out. Very behind the scenes look at everything. Cool. Do-do-do. It's always a long wait. Well, if you want to, please, I implore you to go check out what we have in the Ringside Rundown merchandise store. All new merchandise for spring and summer. Check it out, ringside rundown shop.fourthwall.com. Has everything from t-shirts, tank tops, swim trunks, hats, even a coffee mug. If you like coffee in spring and summer, I know I do. I still drink coffee, so you might want to get a Ringside Rundown mug. Check it out. That is the Ringside Rundown merchandise store. Would appreciate your support there if you would like to rock some merchandise. We're also available on TikTok. Check us out on TikTok. That's where a lot of the short form content is. No influencer dances or anything like that. Just highlights of the stream. One minute away from Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't heard any updates on Asuka, but supposedly Kyrie is almost ready to be cleared for a return. That's good news. That's great news. Something good to see you, my friend. Came in late, but I still got it. Yes, you did. Came in late, but you still got it. Hopefully, you're doing well. Happy Monday to you, my friend.
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
All right. Netflix logo has disappeared. Remember, this is on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen, so you can watch it at home.
Now.
Watch it at home on Netflix if you want.
Forever.
Hope you had a good weekend too, Mike. Thank you very much. My weekend was pretty chill. Just kind of relaxed, took it easy. Hope you had a good one. We are 5 days away from WrestleMania. 5 days away.
But tonight, the final Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania is in the capital of the state of California, Sacramento, a host of many major WWE events over the years, and tonight, for the 15th time, host of Monday Night Raw, which is...
Uh-oh. Something happened with the production. Cut off Michael Cole.
Well, Sacktown is Yeet Town tonight. Number one contender for the World Heavyweight title, Jey Uso, is here. In 5 nights, he battles Gunther for the championship at WrestleMania. The awe-inspiring Penta is here 6 nights away.
Penta taking on Finn Balor tonight. That's going to be a good match.
The Intercontinental title. His opponent tonight will be one of his 3 WrestleMania opponents from Judgment Day, Finn Balor. Finn versus Penta here tonight. The main event in WrestleMania.
I still haven't seen SmackDown from Friday. Been so busy. I'll catch this, but it's probably the last wrestling I catch till I get back. When do you get back, by the way? My friend's going off to Europe.
Massive issues for years with CM Punk will be the next
May 8th. Wow. Talk about a long trip.
With his former Shield brother, Roman Reigns.
That's pretty dope, man. Living life. That's you know, living the life a lot of people dream.
The arrival of the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns, who will be here live on Monday Night Raw tonight. It is the final Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania, and we take a look back at last week on Monday Night Raw when Gunther and Jey Uso had a confrontation. That is main event, Jey Uso, a very serious and intense #1 contender.
You had me, Gunther. You had me, man.
This was something.
But it wasn't enough for you. You had to go get my family involved. You violated my brother, left him a bloody pulp while I'm zip tied to the ropes. I sat here and I watched you wipe my brother's blood all over your body.
Jesus
now,
Christ, what a massacre.
my hands too.
What a massacre.
I ain't never felt so hopeless, so helpless, disrespected, pissed off, mad, angry, damn near scared. You made the whole damn world stop. You know what the crazy thing is, Zeus? In my darkest moment, man, a light bulb went off on me, Zeus. You know what I realized? I'm not afraid of you no more.
I wonder if Jimmy comes down to help make sure Jay wins at WrestleMania. I don't know. He got beat down pretty bad. I don't know if he can even make it to WrestleMania, but we shall see.
Because at WrestleMania, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you for me. I'm going to get you for Jimmy. I'm going to get you for my whole damn family. And I will take the World Heavyweights Championship.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll have a very special interview with the world champion Gunther later on tonight. But Pat, welcome to WrestleMania week.
You're damn right. The road to WrestleMania has led us to this week, where the climax is right around the corner. So many answers are about to be found. And last week, the road to the World Heavyweight Championship took a turn with Jey Uso stepping up to Gunther right in his face.
Indeed he did. This is the final Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania, which of course comes this Saturday and Sunday in
Here comes Gunther already.
Las Vegas.
You're talking to him?
Yeah, it was supposed to be scheduled for a bit later on tonight.
He doesn't look happy. He doesn't look like he's in a good mood. He's walking with a purpose, like Mike said.
As a man who does interviews, that face does not appear to...
Gunther says the interview is happening right now.
Godspeed in there, Michael Cole.
Says it's happening right now.
In a mood to have a jovial conversation with Michael Cole, the greatest of all time, but we shall see.
So I was expecting this a little bit later on tonight.
Send
but Gunther,
Pat
let's
in
just
there
get
so
to it.
Gunther
2
can
weeks
chop
ago,
him.
You
Jesus.
left Jey
Pat would
Uso's brother
disintegrate.
Jimmy bloodied in the middle of this ring, and it caused Jey Uso to march down here last week. Different person.
Last week, Jey walked down here, he looked me in the eye, and he told me that he's not afraid of me no more. Last week, Jey came down here.
Sacramento giving him the business.
Let me get to the point. Tonight I'm here to look you and everybody else in their eyes and tell you that Jey Uso is full of crap.
Listen, guys, I understand you're all frustrated. But speaking of frustration, Gunther, it appears that you're a bit frustrated. And we saw what happened last year at WrestleMania when you walked in.
Oh, no.
Screw your question. Screw Jey Uso. What? Screw everything Jey Uso stands for.
Screw everything.
And screw everybody who stands with him. Ever since I stepped foot in this company, I am the greatest gift this company has ever received.
Wow.
For 80% of my time.
Forget
in
Brett
this
screwing
company,
Brett.
I
Gunther
have
screwing
been
everything?
a
Yeah.
champion.
He's not lying, though.
And right now, I am the greatest world heavyweight champion of all time. And I refuse to let somebody like Jey Uso ruin that for me. Yeah, do it as much as you want. I don't care. Jey, I urge you, put your chest out. Walk into WrestleMania with more confidence than you ever had, because it won't matter. At the end of the day, the bell has to ring.
Damn.
And when that happens, you still can't lace my boots. And I will still put you down for a 4th consecutive time.
Gunther looking to go 4-0 against Jey Uso.
For the last 2 weeks, I've been accused. The last 2 weeks, I've been told you went too far with Jimmy. You lost control. Jey, trust me one thing. In 37 years of my life, I have never lost control.
This crowd giving him the business.
And 2 weeks ago, when I took a bath in your brother's blood, I was in full control, and I loved it. And Jey,
Creepy.
I want you to go pray to the Lord. Thank him that I was in control 2 weeks ago, because if it wouldn't have been, I would have drowned you both in Jimmy's blood.
Creepy.
And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward next week calling my mother and telling her how much I enjoyed it. To beat the living hell out of Jey Uso and walk out of WrestleMania still the World Heavyweight Champion.
Gunther all business tonight.
Michael Cole.
He is not playing around.
Gunther, let us know how he feels. He is not intimidated at all of Jey
No
Uso,
way.
says Gunther. I assume you are intimidated of Gunther Good questions. I don't think he was there to talk to you.
You know, I said this last week. I've never seen Gunther in this state. He's frustrated, and he's lost control of the situation. Now, will that help him or hurt him come Saturday at WrestleMania?
He said he's never lost control, but boy, he did seem to flip a switch there in the middle of the ring right in front of our eyes.
We also now, ladies and gentlemen, that we have a women's tag team championship match on WrestleMania Sunday. It'll be Liv and Raquel defending against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Let's take it back to this past Friday night on SmackDown. It was a gauntlet match, and what a performance by Lyra and Bayley.
Christ.
This is the final matchup of the gauntlet, but Bayley and Lyra Valkyria were extremely important in this matchup as a team.
Ran the entire gauntlet, and then obviously Bayley gets a tag whenever she needs it. Picture perfect tag team wrestling. Lyra Valkyria would take to the sky, which she is very comfortable doing.
Bayley and Lyra would knock off Secret Purvis for Chelsea Green, earn an opportunity to go to WrestleMania.
I don't know who's looking forward to this match, but Mania
WWE fans sold out here tonight.
made it home. Thank God. Now I can relax.
Yeah, I
Yes.
don't think they wanted to hear a single
Now you
word
can
come out of
relax.
his mouth. But they did want to see. Yeah. I can't hear her, but
I think she was telling you how great she is.
Rock's tequila catches a stray. Someone with Terramana tequila sucks. I didn't see that, but I've never had it, so I don't have an opinion on it. Here's a commercial for WWE Evolve.
Four-way match. I'm talking about Brindley Reese, Chantel Monroe, Kendall Gray, and Callie Armstrong.
It's main event time. We're not joking here.
WWE Evolve, Wednesday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific.
The Sacramento Kings are still alive in the NBA as the season is wound down. Head to the playoffs now. We're in Sacramento tonight. We invite you to join Sam Roberts and Megan Morant to dive into everything from Monday Night Raw and WWE on the Raw Recap. Brought to you by Fanatics. Available every Tuesday on WWE's YouTube and all audio platforms. Wherever you get your podcast. Don't miss this week's episode with the special guest, Liv Morgan's boyfriend, Dominic Mysterio.
Liv Morgan's
I'd have to
boyfriend.
pass that one by. Sam and Megan doing a fantastic job on the Raw Recap.
I didn't know they were an actual couple. Isn't that kind of weird with Dominic being married and all?
I'll be the first to admit that lately I've been in my head. Everything that's happened with Jade and Naomi, it really messed me up. And now this whole situation with Io and Rhea has brought out a different version of me. But different isn't wrong. My road to WrestleMania has been filled with nothing but blood, sweat, and tears. Not no complaining, no whining, no excuses, no, just straight facts. I've been doing nothing but standing up for myself and speaking the truth. Something that I think that anybody would do. Something
It's
that
the
I
new
hope
way of doing
people are
things.
teaching
Dom
their
screams
kids
that he's
to
a
do.
throuple guy.
You
Interesting.
don't have to like the truth, but you can't deny it. Just like I can't deny that now it's a triple threat.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I've been through a lot, but I'm still the best. So I'm gonna use everything that I've been through to be the Bianca that I know that I can be. I'm the Bianca that won Elimination Chamber. I'm the Bianca that's never been pinned at WrestleMania. And I am the strongest,
Bianca undefeated
the
at
fastest, the
WrestleMania.
toughest,
I didn't
the
realize
quickest,
that.
The best Bianca that you have ever seen. So it doesn't matter if it's a triple threat, because there's nothing that Rhea or Io can do to stop me from getting my flowers and walking out of WrestleMania as champion, because you cannot spell WrestleMania without E-S-T.
And the truth is, Bianca Belair
He's back there sleeping already.
WrestleMania Sunday.
Sleeping on the
Io
job.
Sky, no champion's advantage, defended against Bianca Belair and the Eradicator Rhea Ripley, live at WrestleMania.
It's going to ruin my birthday week if
And we
Io
also know
loses
at
at Mania.
WrestleMania on WrestleMania
Let's hope not.
Sunday, Bayley will get her WrestleMania
your sake.
opportunity. She teams with Lyra Valkyria, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, to take on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the Women's Tag Team titles. And here we go, and we are underway. Bayley and Liv Morgan, third time in their career. They've gone one-on-one, Pat. Liv Morgan has never beaten
Liv
Bayley
Morgan
in a
starting
one-on-one
things
matchup.
off with a
However,
slap.
She did eliminate Bayley from the Elimination Chamber match earlier this year.
Yeah, Liv Morgan starts this thing off with a smack to the mouth of Bayley.
And now Bayley in pursuit of Morgan.
Cat and mouse outside, kicking off WrestleMania week in a big way in Sacramento.
Wise move by Liv Morgan, the former two-time world champion.
Liv Morgan putting the
Money in
boots to
Bank.
Bayley
I
already.
mentioned it earlier, a record-setting three-time women's
Throwing
tag
her in the
champ.
corner.
Liv Morgan and
More
Raquel believe
boots.
they are the greatest women's tag team of all time. Three-time tag team champs. They can lose that obviously on Sunday to Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. And if you're Liv, you're trying to
She's
beat down
stomping.
your WrestleMania opponent as much as possible.
You know, we talked a lot last week, too, about the frustration
Jesus
that had been
Christ.
building for Bayley over the past number of months, not able to pick up victories. The Elimination Chamber for the Intercontinental title and so forth. But maybe the gauntlet match win on,
Bayley
on
waking
Friday
up.
helped cure some of those ills, Pat.
Yeah, losing to Lyra last Monday and then picking up a big-time dub on a Friday could be great. Maybe Lyra's the perfect piece for Bayley.
Bayley misses wildly with the right hand. Liv Morgan
Liv
ducks,
Morgan
underneath
ducks the
clothesline.
clothesline.
Bayley takes
That's
out
press.
And now Bayley. Shades of Stone Cold Steve Austin hammering away on Morgan. Stone Cold, of course, will be a part of the Hall of Fame ceremonies this coming Friday night in Las Vegas. Cover now by Bayley and a kick out by Morgan at 2.
Give me a hell yeah, Cole.
Hell yeah.
Can't wait for that. Bayley, obviously, trailblazer.
You know the Hall of Fame is starting at 1 a.m.
First ballot Hall of Famer. Speaking of the Hall of Fame,
We got to
no
wait
doubt
all the
about
way
that.
to 1 a.m. to watch the Hall of Fame. I don't know if I'm going to make it.
Evolution that is celebrating a decade. Bayley, a 4-time world champion. Accomplished just about everything.
Close
Yeah,
to home
it's
here.
starting
Beloved
at
by the
1 a.m..
WWE Universe for good reason. And Liv Morgan, speaking of accomplishing everything,
Yeah, Liv Morgan.
I don't know, man. That's late.
has worked her ass off. It's gotten better every single day.
Yeah, and she lets you know about it too.
Seriously.
Oh, Morgan into
And
the
it's not.
corner.
It does
From New
not
Jersey, she
matter
said,
to
"Bayley
people
to
there live because they're
She'll
on the
let you
West
know.
Coast time.
And Bayley will put you on your back with the quickness of a cat.
Bayley knows how to have success at WrestleMania. Remember last year, Pat, she won the Rumble.
I
went on
won't
to
be
win the
watching it yet. I don't know if I'll be
WWE
able to stay
Women's
awake.
Championship on the grand stage.
It's gonna be tough.
She was afraid for a while over the past few months, and I had some candid conversations with her that she
Bayley
wasn't gonna
taking
make
it to Liv
WrestleMania.
Morgan in the corner.
She able to punch the ticket Friday night with the gauntlet match win.
I still can't believe we are so close to WrestleMania.
Gonna be quite the week
Yes, it is.
in Las Vegas.
Bayley with the
Nice
snap
suplex by Bayley,
suplex.
floats into the cover for the win on Morgan and a kick
Liv
out.
Morgan
We're sold
kicks
out
out
tonight.
at 2.
14,158 on hand for the final Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania. The Golden One Center in the capital of California, Sacramento.
Oh,
Nice counter by Liv Morgan.
Absolutely. He's able to rebalance everything.
back elbow from Bayley.
Though, crafty.
Bounces off the second
Nice
rope.
deep arm drag by
Arm drag from
sending
Bayley.
Morgan across the ring.
Absolutely.
Dunks the
Bayley
attack.
now.
Side
Nice back
suplex.
delivered to
Or
Morgan,
back
and Bayley's
suplex.
rolling, and you can see some confidences come back to Bayley here tonight.
Liv Morgan obviously heading for the hills here, hiding behind Raquel, trying to catch a breather.
Bayley with a big smile and a glance up at the WrestleMania sign. Bayley now went for the suicide dive and ran right into a right hand by Morgan. Liv Morgan is nasty and as shrewd as they come. And now Liv, outside the ring, delivers the first suplex. And
She's
as
gonna
she
do
rolls
3
the hips, she
amigos on the
steps up now to
outside.
the 3 amigos.
On the
Ow.
outside, Cole.
Made great by the late, great Eddie Guerrero. And now
On the
Morgan goes
outside.
for the third amigo, but a block by Bayley. And Bayley able to deliver a knee to the
Too
midsection.
bad
And
that they
Morgan
didn't
into
do
the
a
steps.
proper build for the women's tag, US, and
Two
IC
suplexes
titles.
onto the outside. Oh,
Yeah.
no! Knee to the stairs from Bayley.
And Morgan
At least the
stomping
tag
on
got
hand
on
to
the
Bayley
show.
As well, and this could be a disaster off the
Oh,
steps into a
no.
suplex.
That looked like it hurt. That'll definitely mess up your back. Back from the low tier ad break.
Liv Morgan suddenly has taken control of this entire matchup.
Complete
Liv
control.
Morgan rolls Bayley back into the
Yeah,
ring.
we are
we're
watching.
Goes for the
Raquel.
cover.
It's on the
Oh, and a
cover.
kick out. Raquel distracted us here.
Raquel saying that she's so smart.
Yeah, it's great. Oh, she tells me all the time, Raquel. Yep. Oh, and what a kick by Liv Morgan. How can you stand her? How can you stand being around her? That's what I'd like to know.
They should have just had Raquel on commentary.
For everything in your career. Uh-oh. She's got a 5 count to break, though. And she does.
Raquel doesn't mind.
Oh! Cheap shot by Rodriguez. Oh, and all of Liv Morgan's antics are... Here's
Liv Morgan going for the cover. Bailey kicks out at 2.
Rubbing off on Raquel Rodriguez. She used to be a nice person.
She used to be a nice person.
Good sport.
She started hanging out at the Judgment Day clubhouse. And that's whenever things start going sideways.
You need a clubhouse.
No, I'm okay. Especially with what they do in there.
You can do a lot of things in the clubhouse.
Always in disarray. I don't love that.
What a back elbow by Bailey.
Big boot from Bailey as well. Trying to slow down Liv Morgan.
Oh, code breaker.
Code breaker by Morgan. Cover now. Stacks up Bailey and a kick out by Bailey at 2.
Decent match so far.
Liv Morgan. Raquel Rodriguez.
This is going to be an interesting matchup on Sunday, Pat, for the titles. I mean, Raquel obviously the power advantage over everybody in this match. Bailey is the veteran. Morgan a multi-time champ. And then Lyra Valkyria, who really is the wild card in this whole thing, the current Intercontinental Champion.
Kind of a young prodigy. There's a chance she goes on to be one of the greats, one of the GOATs. She has dropped into Raw and become a champion quickly.
You know, we had an opportunity to talk to Bailey earlier today, Pat, and she had nothing but massive praise for Valkyria and her work in the ring.
Yeah, she said Lyra
Bailey
helped her
getting
even
to her feet.
over the last week or so. That match last Monday was
Nice
phenomenal.
escape.
This is awesome. Chance 3 times.
Runs in the corner, catches a back elbow from Liv. Liv
Great
to the
chemistry
second
together.
rope.
Now they're going to get a chance to become
And a
potential
face
champs
buster.
together.
Face first, Morgan looking to put this one away.
Liv Morgan goes for the cover. Bailey kicks out at 2.
And now Morgan maybe coming a bit frustrated. She likes to pout when things don't go her way.
Yeah,
Things
the
have
Judgment Day
slowed
are
down a
little
little bit in
potty.
this
They're a little
match.
potty. Raquel's potting over here. Liv's potting in the ring. A lot of pot out of the Judgment Day. Super potty.
It's hot.
They won't pout if the Liv and Raquel win at Mania and Finn or Dom win the Intercontinental match.
Fade to black.
We're back live here, ladies and gentlemen. Golden One Center in Sacramento. Over 14,000 sold out the final Raw before WrestleMania. And on WrestleMania Sunday, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez defend the tag titles against Bailey and the Intercontinental Champion.
Nice
Lyra
that they're giving them
Valkyria.
some time, though,
Bailey
yeah?
and Morgan one-on-one here
Yeah.
tonight.
Putting on a clinic in here. Liv has been in control, but Bailey obviously powering up with the people of Sacramento.
And now Bailey unloading on Morgan. Kick right to the midsection by Liv.
Bicycle kick from Liv.
Pump kick.
And Bailey able to block that one. Oh, big knee. Liv
Big-
may have a broken nose.
Or a crash cranium. Bailey hit that right on the button. Now she's lining up for the buckle.
And
Oh,
face
oh.
first into the turnbuckle. Bailey
That
was
didn't
going
look good
for the
at all.
Sunset flip buckle bomb, and
Liv Morgan read it. Understood what was happening.
now Morgan with that step up in Zaguri. Caught Bailey in the back of the head. Cover now for the win, and a kick out at 2. Raquel arguing with the official. The count was slow.
Now Liv smacks
Jesus
her in the mouth.
Christ.
Surprised he can count to 3.
Oh,
But nonetheless,
fuck.
Morgan, and a kick right
They're
to the
shooting.
spine.
Liv Morgan just
shooting.
smacking Bailey in the mouth after that. She thought it was over. Bailey continuing to fight. Now Liv's taking to the sky.
From the second rope, Morgan caught by Bailey. Bailey now looking to turn this around. Trying to turn Morgan into a Boston Crab. Liv trying to counter.
Oh,
Morgan
sunset flip
stacks up
cover.
Bailey and a kick out by Bailey at 2. Bailey went for the right
Bailey
knee.
for a
Morgan
knee,
now
nope.
looks for a quick victory. Bailey kicks out at 2 again. And
Oh,
Bailey this
got
time
it.
caught her with the knee.
Those are two massive knees.
But remember
to
the
the face.
knee injured on the steps earlier tonight, Pat.
She's going for that
Another
buckle
sunset flip
bomb.
Buckle bomb.
And this time it connects.
Pulls
Bailey
her out.
drags Morgan back toward the center of the ring. Cover now
Cover.
for the victory. And a kick out by Liv Morgan.
Bailey with a flurry of offense there, trying to put Liv away. Sacramento growing restless. They thought that was over for Bailey. They thought it was 1, 2, 3.
Looking on here tonight in Sacramento, tremendous battle underway between Bayley and Liv Morgan. One-on-one tonight. Crowd is
You're right, though. They are giving them a lot of time tonight.
Liv Morgan kicking off Bayley.
We're already first half hour into the show. Sacktown finally woke up.
Sacramento. Bayley now out to the
A little quiet tonight they are.
able to block.
Oh! Code
Right
breaker
to the
on the
face.
apron.
Another code breaker by Morgan, and look at the intense look in the eyes of one half of the tag champs.
Liv thinks that's exactly what she needed.
And now it's
Oh,
off the apron,
no.
and Bayley's in deep, deep trouble. Morgan may have injured herself as well as
Ouch.
she came down hard. Man, what a match. Two great matches 2 weeks in a row for Bayley. Morgan bringing it tonight as well. Just a harbinger of what's to come at WrestleMania.
Can Liv end this here on a Monday night?
For the win, and a kick out by Bayley at 2.
What's it going to take for either one of these women to put the other one away? They've both taken each other's best shots.
Interesting facial expression by Morgan.
Yeah, Liv Morgan's got crazy facial expressions.
Lyra trying to will Bayley on.
Liv going for
Morgan
oblivion.
now. In trouble. Bayley now.
Bayley moved out of the way.
Where she wants her. Hangs her
Oh.
up on the second rope.
Liv
Liv was looking
caught
for
herself.
Bayley was able to reverse it and then sneak out of the neck breaker.
And now Morgan off the second rope.
Oh!
Caught by Bayley.
Whoa!
A stunner of sorts.
What
for
a
Bayley
stunner.
as Morgan came off the ropes. And now Bayley with
Bayley
a
to
belly
belly.
to belly. Critical
B to
moment
B.
of this match. Cover by Bayley.
Bayley goes for the
win.
cover.
And now Rodriguez.
Nope.
Rodriguez
Nope.
putting
Nope.
Morgan's foot on
Nope.
the bottom
No.
rope. And Lyra Valkyria's had it up. And Lyra attacking Rodriguez. Bayley had the match won until
Oh,
Raquel
shit.
Rodriguez got involved and
Oh.
now a big boot to the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, that didn't
Lyra
quite make
sticking
it.
up for a WrestleMania teammate.
And Bayley making Raquel Rodriguez pay.
Flipping Raquel upside down.
Backstab by Morgan.
Backstabber.
Liv going for oblivion.
No.
Valkyria
Lyra.
helping out Bayley.
Lyra.
Bayley with a jackknife cover. And a win.
Bayley gets the win. What an ending.
Lyra Valkyria says, guess what? Turnabout is fair play. Morgan was going for the oblivion.
What
of the
an
win.
ending.
Valkyria held Bayley, and the
They
momentum
kind of
shifts to the
rebound after that
challenger.
little mix-up on the foot on the ropes.
Sunday at WrestleMania.
Bayley and Lyra got to be flying high, heading into Las Vegas for their tag team title opportunities.
Not bad,
as
not bad.
Raquel and Liv Morgan were outsmarted by the brand new duo here on Monday Night Raw.
Again, WrestleMania Sunday, the women's tag team.
It was a
titles
nice
on the
match,
line.
yeah,
We talked
it
about
was a
all the
pretty good
festivities
match,
going
no
on
complaints.
WrestleMania week, including both Friday and Monday. The Pat McAfee Show will be live on ESPN, 9 o'clock local, 9 o'clock Pacific, noon on the East Coast from WWE World. I'll be there.
All right, guys,
Part
give
of
me
Pat's
1
show.
second. I'm
What
going to
lineup
take a
you've got
break.
for
I'm going to
Monday?
Yeah,
grab a
Friday,
quick second
Friday,
to
Monday
turn
as
on
well,
my
but
fan
Friday, huge
as
news.
it is baking in my
The
room and I'm
original
feeling
tribal
like
chief,
I'm going to
Roman
pass out.
Reigns
So
will be joining us
I'm going to fix
at
that. Give me 1
9:15
second.
local, and then
What in the hell is wrong with you, Flair? Where have you been? What in the hell are you Flair! Hello?
What is wrong with you?
Are you on goofball pills or something?
What are you talking about?
Get your ass in here.
You mad about what I said to Sting?
Do you understand what's going on out there?
Oh, God,
No,
where's the
no.
love?
No.
I got Sting covered. I own that little punk. I'm 1,501 against him, maybe 1,502. What are the chances of him beating me? Where's the love? Where's the love? Calm down. We're the two greatest wrestlers that ever lived.
He should be dead. I stood over him and I crucified him in the center of the ring. He should be dead. Do you understand?
Well, maybe he's a cat with 9 lives, but he ain't got 10.
I
I own Sting. In this business, you got some guys' numbers, and some numbers you got some guys' numbers you don't have. I got Sting's number. You see him out there? He's shaking like a rat.
Shut up, Rick.
He's gone. Nature Boy, I will kick his ass.
Well, let me tell you something.
Look at the sheep. Look at them.
Okay.
Holy shit, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Let me tell you
I'll
about the
call you
plan.
on the cell phone. Say
You
number.
you don't want a problem with me, Rick.
No, I don't.
You don't want a problem with me.
I don't.
Because I will never wrestle that man.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for letting me take that little quick intermission to turn on that fan.
You
Jesus
are in a very
Christ. I was
difficult,
baking.
unenviable position. The
They're
easiest
just
solution
giving us
for
a
all
recap
us,
of
for
the
everyone involved,
CM
would
Punk,
be if you
Seth
just
Rollins, Roman
removed
Reigns
yourself from the
situation.
situation
Apparently
entirely.
everybody has a
Let
favor
me
that they
and
get from
Punk and
Paul
Roman
Heyman. I think I have a favor
battle
from Paul
at
Heyman.
WrestleMania for the soul of this industry. I would take it as a privilege to remove you from the situation right here, right now.
Don't put your damn hands on me again!
Woo! This was a tense moment last week. Now I feel like the premonition of Paul Heyman ending up leaving with Seth Rollins might come true. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling like that idea that Seth Rollins might be a new Paul Heyman guy might be a thing of truth that might be coming.
Now, you owe me a favor.
Well,
It's
Paul
definitely
Heyman finds
possible.
himself in a predicament here tonight. Roman Reigns is expected to arrive momentarily. Pat,
Roman Reigns is the
Paul
only
have
guy
not
that
been
can
together
show up whenever
since
he
CM
wants to
Punk
work.
revealed the favor a couple of weeks ago.
I do not envy a few weeks back.
You think?
I bet, yeah. Probably the most you could be.
He put a metal object in his mask last week, did Mr. Americano. Senor Americano.
Thank you. I do not know Spanish as well as you, clearly.
Here's American Made. Julius Creed going to be the one to do the honors tonight.
Good to see American Made back together.
They've been together for a
Julius
week.
Creed is a big dude. I wasn't until I saw that Kurt and Ray was 23 years ago. Then I realized some pain water because I realized I'm old as fuck. Yeah, 23 years is crazy. I don't even want to think about that. That's crazy.
I'll tell
It's
you,
nuts.
Chad looks much better under the mask.
23 years, god damn.
This should be a heck of a matchup. The uber athletic Julius Creed set to go one-on-one with the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio here tonight.
You say uber athletic. I mean, that's an understatement. Multiple-time national champ, currently in part of the Ultimate Fighter
American
Series
Made in the ring.
with Daniel
Chad
Cormier.
Gable, aka that's a El Grande Americano. You can't tell me anything different.
Ray's got his hands full tonight as he prepares for El Grande Americano at WrestleMania. Where is the old luchador?
I think we're all kind of wondering the same thing.
He's right there,
Could
just
be
without
anywhere.
the mask. Back from that low tier break. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, in a couple minutes, a block of Twitch advertisements is going to hit your screen. If you want to avoid those Twitch advertisements, I implore you to hit the subscribe button down below. For $5.99 American, you can get cool incentives like no advertisements, cool emotes to use in the chat, 15% off the Ringside Rundown merchandise store, and a special section of our Discord opens up where you can watch all programming that I am reacting to. So go ahead, and maybe that's for you if you don't have access to Netflix, where you can watch Monday Night Raw, and internationally, that's where WrestleMania is going to be on. So maybe check that out.
Peace, fat boy.
Maybe Chad has a brother like Kurt using Eric Angle. Yeah. Wasn't Eric Angle didn't he get in trouble with the law or something like that?
Bianca, I can see right through you. You said you were just out there to watch. And then you said you were just out there to call it down the middle. But I can see your true intentions now. You thrive on playing with my emotions, winding me up like I'm some sort of toy to you, just so you can get what you want and make me seem like I'm the bad guy.
Eric was the real Perk Angle. Wow.
Understand is that when I lose something that I love, I will stop at nothing to get it back. And Io, I never had to give you a championship match. But watching you pout and moan, it really pulled on the heartstrings that I had left. So I used a page out of your book, and I got what I wanted to. So Io, I advise you to cherish every single moment you have with the Women's World Championship. And Bianca, I can't wait to make you feel what it's like when I'm the bad guy. Because at WrestleMania 41, I get back what belongs to me.
Hopefully they can make that a good one.
Last week,
I don't know.
Realized she had an opportunity to get to WrestleMania, and she's going to make the most of it. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Bianca Belair on WrestleMania Sunday for the Women's World Championship. There is Julius Creed. He is set for action here tonight against the Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio. Let's show you what happened last week. Six-man tag team matchup. The LWO versus the Creeds and El Grande Americano. This was a show until Ivy Nile turned things around, Pat. Clearly handed a piece of metal to the masked man to put underneath his mask, and Rey caught him.
El Grande Americano had a loaded mask, and we're all learning about El Grande as we go. Apparently he is A-OK with loading up his forehead and dropping some metal on your face. Picks up a big-time win, and then El Grande got out of there as Bert Kreischer and his wife Leanne looked on.
Americano and not actually Chad Gable, although Chad Gable does have his WrestleMania moment this year at least. Very complicated story.
Chad Gable and El Grande Americano do resemble each other, kind of. There's certainly
I really like Wild's post after the match, just talking about how he goes all out every match because he never knows when he'll be on TV. Yeah, he was talking about his dad too, which was really cool.
Rodeo, Pat, when it comes to a much larger athlete and a competitor.
Yeah, Rey's had to have a strategy against a bigger opponent for his entire career. That led to him being in the Hall of Fame. Now Julius Creed's a little bit different, though. This guy's more explosive than he's supposed to be.
Look at the power, bro.
Too tall, too strong, too fast, jumps too high.
Yeah, real gratitude, that's right.
First time ever these two have gone one-on-one as Creed looks to wear Mysterio down. This year's WrestleMania, Pat, will mark the 13th career match for the legendary Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania.
And just like that, quick as a hiccup, backflip against the rope. Julius Creed still in command.
Mysterio's had so many great moments over the years at WrestleMania. Never forget 2006, won a triple threat match to win the World Championship after winning the Rumble earlier that year.
I don't know what Rey Mysterio was doing there, thinking that he needs to go power for power with Julius Creed. I respect it, though. Julius Creed needs to take advantage of it now. Once Rey starts using momentum, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, just like that, the quickness of Mysterio with that Rana. Sending Creed.
I don't know. I can't believe Rey Mysterio is almost 50 years old. I don't buy it.
Boom! Former three-time world champion.
You might feel it there, though.
Tracks by Creed. Cover and a kick out.
Rey just got turned inside out by Julius Creed, and Julius Creed loves it.
You know, this is take another look at this power here, Pat. This is Creed's first career singles match on Monday Night Raw, but he is no stranger to individual competition. The single-season record holder in wins in amateur wrestling at Duke University.
Yeah, you see those ears. Those are earned on the mat. Very successful amateur wrestling.
Two-time NCAA All-American, one of the most decorated wrestlers in the history of Duke in the ACC.
And not everybody will understand this reference, but he's an Ohio guy, too. So take that for what you will. Incredibly tough, gritty, down to fight, whenever.
Telling me a story earlier today. His dad coached amateur wrestling when he was a young child. He used to sleep on the mats in the gym.
Rey Mysterio was doing this.
619. Oh, never mind.
The apron, but Rey with tremendous balance. Mysterio with a forearm to the face and Creed back down to the floor, and Rey's going to go high.
Sacramento loves it.
And out.
Brutus on the apron, causing a distraction. Hey, man.
Chad Gable would say that he's a genius for doing that as Julius just jumped up to the top rope.
Now Dragon Lee with a little payback.
Chaos is breaking loose here on Monday Night Raw.
Worst referee ever.
Chad Patton. We're going to take control. And he sends everybody to the showers.
Everybody out.
So we're going to get Rey in.
6-piece.
Julius one-on-one. Finally.
Thought Creed was going to launch Rey into the front row when he lifted him over the top rope. Yeah.
Great job by the senior official.
Poor Rey Mysterio getting taken advantage of.
American Made to the back. This rivalry
LWO and American Made get sent to the back.
No love lost between any
it's
of
a
these
one-on-one matchup now.
Comes to Ivy.
Very rarely do you see 6 people kicked out at one time. But it's a necessity with this LWO American Made rivalry.
Now we'll see what Creed is made of.
It's crazy. Julius Creed on his knees is as tall as Rey Mysterio almost.
Rey Mysterio has a big match this weekend.
Against El Grande Americano.
Well, that's the love that this is happening.
Well, he should. He was at ringside watching it all.
Rey off the ropes gets blasted by Julius Creed.
I didn't see El Grande Americano out here.
And Julius Creed now, frustrated, pounds away at Mysterio.
We're in California and it's a little hazy in the sky, but I don't think I took too many breaths of that particular air. Was El Grande Americano down here?
Yeah, Chad Gable was.
2 different people, Cole. Julius Creed asked Sacramento if they like what they're seeing. They're saying, no, we hate it.
And now Creed just beginning to manhandle Mysterio.
That's exactly what Creed wants. The chaos led him to a position of power and control. Oh, no, he's looking to do what?
What's he gonna? He's trying to rip his mask off.
Dragon Lee rip off his mask.
He's trying to rip his mask off. Those masks are expensive, man.
Tradition. Rey Mysterio fighting back now, not going to allow it to happen, but Creed, damage may have been done.
Thank God that didn't happen here tonight.
And a knee right to the midsection of Rey, and now Mysterio in a very prone position here.
This is not where you want to be if you're Rey Mysterio.
You can just see the improvement that Julius Creed makes week in and week out.
He's got the moxie, the confidence.
You've got a great teacher in Chad Gable, all kidding aside.
Sacramento waking up once again.
Tremendous amateur wrestler.
Let's go Rey chants. Rey escaping the move, creating separation with the headbutt, comes off the ropes. Julius Creed catches him in the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. That looked like it hurt. Rey Mysterio kicks out at 2.
If he loses to Creed tonight.
Everybody wants to have a win heading into the biggest weekend of the year.
General manager
kind of slowing down the pace, really.
Give Rey a match against Gable. Rey said, I don't want Gable. Well, I do want Gable, but I want him under the mask, the El Grande Americano. He wants to expose to the world this farce that's going on by Gable.
Well, until then, it's going to be hard for me to believe that 2 people are the same people, okay?
You're very gullible.
Back from the low-tier break.
WWE fans sold out in Sacramento tonight, over 14,000, trying to will Rey Mysterio on. Julius Creed's been dominating this matchup ever since LWO, and American Made were kicked
Rey
out
gets
by
the boot up.
Patton, but Rey fighting back now.
He's on the second rope, gets
Mysterio,
caught.
who takes on El Grande Americano.
He's on the shoulders of Julius Creed.
Rey Mysterio.
Turns it into a Rana. Holy shit, that looked like it hurt.
Spine on the apron.
Great Rana by Rey Mysterio to get Julius Creed out of the ring.
And now Rey Mysterio building some momentum here.
Rey Mysterio off the ropes. Whee! Oh, he got caught.
Caught by
he got
Creed.
caught.
What an incredible move and power by Julius Creed.
Oh,
he
no.
Mysterio out of the air. intercepted him. Now he powers him up into a suplex position, and Julius Creed marching up the steps toward the ring.
Are you kidding me right now? Julius Creed's strength.
Absolutely insane.
Insane strength.
And now a big kick drives Ray back toward the corner.
Oh, shit!
Home. Ray stepped out of harm's
my
way and
God.
post to the shoulder.
Julius Creed was parading
Holy
around the
fuck.
outside of the ring with Rey Mysterio.
No way.
He was on top of the world.
That was incredible what Julius Creed just did a little bit ago. Catching
How did the
Mysterio
ring not
midair,
move like
powering him
3
up, but
inches?
Mysterio able to counter. And now Ray, top rope where he feels comfortable. Ray
Seated.
with a
Oh,
counter
Rana.
from the top, sending Creed into the corner.
Now, this is what Ray wants. Julius reeling, him in charge.
And WrestleMania fever is building.
You
Here
can see
tonight
the
on
red
Raw.
on his shoulder from hitting that
Right
post.
from Rey
Yeah.
Mysterio. What
Look
is
at the
that?
athlete Julius Creed is.
Again caught. Picked out of midair again. Julius
Oh,
Creed on a counter
spiked
by
him.
Mysterio into a DDT. The legendary Rey Mysterio and a kick out by Creed.
This is one hell of a match.
I feel like we're watching two humans not from this world.
I have had the honor to call the majority of the matches in Rey Mysterio's illustrious career, and I am amazed each and every time. Father Time has not caught up with Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, those stem cells are working overtime.
Yes, it is.
Freak athleticism indeed. Ray slides underneath. Oh,
That
catches a
drives
knee.
Mysterio to the ropes. Creed now straps down. Got a little overzealous and went up over the top rope to the floor.
Rey Mysterio played Julius Creed perfectly there.
Oh, no, Ray, turn around.
Hey, it's El Grande Americano.
And now Mysterio with El Grande. And Mysterio now trying to rip the mask off Americano to prove to the world it's Chad Gable.
Oh,
Creed
no,
down
no,
from behind,
no.
Pulls up Mysterio. Ray kicks
Oh.
out at 2. Oh, what a shock. Gable kicked out, and who shows up now? El Grande Americano. Never see him in the same place at the same time with Chad Gable. Meanwhile, Mysterio.
A couple weeks ago, we saw him same place, same time.
619.
Let's drop the dime, Ray. Ray's going
Rey
to Mania.
Mysterio gets the win.
Here is your winner, Rey Mysterio!
Big victory for Ray here tonight. Meanwhile,
Yeah, that was a fun match.
Americano with a sneak attack to Mysterio.
Boo.
And now the LWO coming to his aid, and again using what I would believe was yet still the loaded mask this week. You see the headbutts being delivered by Americano. You got to believe that steel plate is still in the mask of this man. And there again, wiping out all of LWO. Adam Pearce has got to do an investigation into this. Somebody's
Yeah,
gotta
where's
check
an
out this guy's
investigation?
mask before WrestleMania?
El Grande Americano keeps hitting people with this, not forehead, but Cinco head, and knocking people out.
He might as well have a football helmet on, because just like that, Rey Mysterio's out. You're telling me that's not Chad Gable?
That's El Grande Americano.
Chad Gable.
Look it, there it is, I told you. Once again, slipping that piece of metal behind the mask.
Loads that forehead up.
Insulting fans' intelligence, that's why fed in the mud.
Once, but twice. Just
It's in the muck and the mud.
From WrestleMania.
Well, on WrestleMania
The muck
Saturday,
and
that
the
man,
mud.
El Grande.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I think he just said gracias.
Hopefully this
One,
just leads
two.
to an unmasking, I
Big
guess.
Paris.
This is fed in the mud type stuff. This is the type of stuff Mike's wants to see. The fuck is all this sound? Yeah. end this little charade at Mania. Yeah, I would like to see an unmasking, if that's possible. And we got some music playing now. Definitely gonna get me in trouble on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, go check out the live stream right here. Hit the like button on it, please. That allows the algorithm to push us out. There are the War Raiders.
Xavier, Kofi, you run your mouths about how the New Day is the greatest tag team of all time. But the fact of the matter is, the War Raiders have blazed a path of world domination for more than a decade. We've won gold on multiple continents. And last week, we had you beat dead to rights. You took the coward's way out. You knew you couldn't beat us. You say this is about these titles, but it's about more than these championships now. Last week, you took this to a whole new level. Because you didn't come for these titles. You came for my neck! You tried to put me back on the shelf! You tried to end my career! So at WrestleMania, this isn't gonna be a match. Hell, this isn't even gonna be a fight. This is war.
Protect your neck, son.
He's dragging him off. I mean, we're not in it, but it's still all right. Yeah,
that's pretty Excuse me, guys. Xavier, Kofi. We just heard from the War.
We got WWE and Clash of Clans, and you're gonna interrupt this too?
Jackie, your lack of etiquette is simply audacious.
Listen, genuinely, I'm sorry, but we heard from
I'm
the
sorry.
War Raiders earlier, and they said
She
that
said,
you guys
"I'm
took
sorry."
it to a whole new level last week, and they're saying that your match at WrestleMania in less than a week is going to be a war.
War? Yeah. We've been in war. You see how these people treat us?
You see how the people in the locker room have been treating us this entire time?
It's been war the whole time.
We've been at war the entire time, Jackie. But the war path stops at WrestleMania when we take back what belongs to us. That's our WWE
Jackie Redmond,
World Tag Team
I'm
Championship.
sorry.
And we remind the entire world that your boys, the New Day, are the greatest tag team on the face of planet Earth.
Because, Jackie, last week was just a taste of what the New Day is willing to do to get our titles back. And after WrestleMania, Eric is gonna wish that we would have taken his head off so him and Ivar wouldn't have to catch the beating they're gonna get this Saturday. And when we regain our tag team championships at WrestleMania, every irrelevant and immature member of the WWE Universe will have no choice but to drop to their knees, raise their hands to the sky, and scream in unison, "Thank God for the New Day."
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Guys, thanks for the time. We'll see you at WrestleMania. Cole, sounds like the New Day is ready for a war. Back to you.
Better you than me interviewing them, Jackie. Nonetheless, tonight, Monday Night Raw.
Why do they cut out the microphones like that?
It's not some, it's total. Wireless.
Yeah, sure. Hey, AJ Styles.
This is phenomenal.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Gainesville,
Cross getting a match in Raw.
at 220 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
I want to know what his beef is with AJ
Styles
Styles.
prepares for Logan Paul at WrestleMania, but it's got Karrion Kross next.
The spelling is off tonight, Mike.
AJ Styles, the preeminent professional, one of the greatest professional wrestlers in the history of our game, Pat. And Sunday, I should say this weekend at WrestleMania, he heads into a match
There you go.
Logan Paul.
Gamble your channel
who is
points.
the opposite
AJ Styles or Karrion Kross pick the winner. Who do you think is going to come away with the victory?
Launching himself to legend and icon status all around the world. There's a reason his shirt says there's what this man does, nobody else can.
Oh my God.
But at WrestleMania, he's got
Fuck.
Logan Paul, who has showed up to every
Oh
big
my
moment
God.
that has ever been presented to him.
Oh.
And all it takes is
That
one
one's
punch.
Jesus
That
Christ.
titanium-plated right hand of
That
Logan
one scares
Paul
the hell out of
play.
me. Hopefully we get a good performance out of him tonight for this theatrics. Holy shit, I'm still kind of caught off guard from that fucking
Here we go.
that deal.
Versus the Undertaker.
Remember when he and Drew feuded and then the old man just stopped doing anything with Cross? Yeah. I remember a lot of that happening.
Like the last two toughest guys in the prison.
I remember a lot of that happening.
Generation. When these two hooked up, everybody in the yard's watching it.
They were just absolutely blistering one another with the chairs and the steps.
To me, that story had everything. Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania. Here's the guy Undertaker who he couldn't beat at WrestleMania. Here's his best friend Triple H. Now he's the ref. He has to stay impartial.
Look at this! Play cheer music in a pedigree! They done it! They haven't done it! It's not
That was close. I remember that. Everybody remembers that kick out right there.
To see it all happen, it was just amazing.
That match, that rivalry, is years of experience doing what they do best.
Might have to go back and watch that one.
Just finish something that was going to be so special that would last through the annals of time.
The era has ended, and what a way to go.
Standing up there with those two guys who I had the utmost respect for, it's probably one of the most special moments of my career.
And we welcome Triple H into the Hall of Fame class of 2025. It takes place at the Fontainebleau Hotel in Las Vegas.
That's right. I have to stay up. Triple H is going into the Hall of Fame. God damn it.
I have the distinct honor and privilege to host this year's Hall of Fame. Speaking of the Fontainebleau Hotel, there's plenty of action. Mentioned the Hall of Fame on Friday.
1 a.m.
Undertaker One Dead Man Show is Saturday night. The roast of WrestleMania
1 a.m.
Tony Hinchcliffe will take place on
Who gives
Sunday.
a shit about Tony Hinchcliffe?
And also NXT on Tuesday, April
Nobody
22nd.
cares about no
Tickets on sale
Tony
now via
Hinchcliffe.
Ticketmaster.com.
Wait to get out to Vegas.
Karrion Kross set for action one-on-one with AJ Styles. And
Race is probably digging, maybe. Maybe.
Karrion Kross is wearing tonight an interesting
What is
story.
with this
He told us
noise?
about these tights earlier today, Pat, as we get set for the AJ Styles
AJ
versus
Styles, Logan Paul at
matchup
WrestleMania.
That takes
That
place
might be a
on
good one.
WrestleMania Sunday. Back to the tights.
Might
for
be a
moment
good
for
one.
Karrion Kross. He actually went to the man who makes the tights for AJ Styles, and they are very, very similar in nature, and there's a reason for this.
Yeah, he said he wants AJ to go back to his evil ways. A darker version of AJ Styles of yesterday. Karrion Kross believes that AJ Styles representing for the entire business against Logan.
And AJ Styles now driving Kross back into the corner. AJ's never lost to Karrion Kross one-on-one, doesn't plan to start that here tonight. And you mentioned unleashing the more dangerous side of AJ Styles. Karrion Kross is not happy that a man like Logan Paul is involved in WWE.
Yeah, he certainly said takes the easy way up to the top. Didn't have to earn it. All the same
Big boot from Karrion
stuff that
Kross.
outsiders get told whenever they come to the WWE. Karrion Kross said that AJ Styles is representing for not only him, but the entire industry. And he wants him to go back to a little more evil ways, a little bit darker, whatever you need to do to get a win over Logan Paul.
AJ Styles, 20-plus years of working hard to get to the top of the industry, former two-time WWE champion. And say whatever you want about Logan Paul, whether you agree with him or you don't.
You can't hear me? It doesn't have to be this way.
Paul has been tremendous. And now Scarlett getting involved. Referee Jessica Carr dealing with Cross.
You're not looking, ref. You're not looking.
And Logan Paul has been highly successful here since arriving on the scene in WWE.
Stupendous would be the word. Built for the moment, built for the business.
Jawbreaker from AJ Styles.
Cross doesn't like it one bit.
Create some separation.
Karrion try to manipulate folks into doing things his way.
Whoa.
Great suplex by Cross delivered
Just a
to
throw.
AJ Styles. And Scarlett loves what she sees. The manipulative and cunning Scarlett.
Manipulative and cunning. Scarlett, that's what she is. Manipulative and cunning. Oh, that looked like it hurt.
Suffering.
That way, that's way to lacerate a liver. And now
Styles
beating down AJ Styles.
Hi.
What a sicko.
Yeah, well, that was weird. He just said hi to me. I felt obligated to say hello back, but to be clear, I was looking in the eyes of a lunatic.
And now a bow for what he's done to Styles out here at ringside.
I think he's also bowing because he broke the count.
And AJ Styles now, though, fighting back. The resilience of Styles made a career out of it.
Gonna have to do more than that.
Cross ran AJ Styles.
Oh, that'll do.
Cody Rhodes told me at one point that AJ Styles is one of the toughest, most physical, and strongest men he's ever been in the ring with. And that's coming from the undisputed WWE champion. Had quite the rivalry with Styles last year.
To be in this business as long as AJ Styles has been, you have to be wildly tough. He is certainly that. Phenomenally talented. He is certainly that. He's in the middle of a dogfight right now, though, with Karrion Cross. Huge chops.
Oh, nice.
Nice suplex reversal.
Cover. Cross for the win, and Styles
AJ Styles kicks out at one. It's a dogfight. Yeah, it is very physical. It's very physical.
A baseball bat with a heel hook-like move. His jiu-jitsu.
It feels like they're trying to build up Karrion Cross to get back to prominence.
AJ needs to watch it. Yeah, he
looked like he was trying for an arm bar, then he went into a cross face, and Styles made it to the ropes, and Cross used almost the complete 5 count from our official before the break.
This close to WrestleMania, no need to have your arm broken by Karrion Cross.
Snapmare from Karrion.
Snapmare, takedown by Cross. Hey, Cross is out to prove something tonight. And he knocks off Styles.
Give him a decent push post-Mania. Yeah, like I said, it seems like they might be doing that by like giving him back his old entrance, the thing that made him kind of popular. You know, I'm just trying to figure out what's his beef with AJ Styles, even though this is a pretty good match.
WrestleMania. And AJ Styles went for the counter. Cross, though, turns it into a cover and a kick out. Great move by Cross.
Brilliant by Karrion Cross.
And Karrion's been dominating this thing, which doesn't bode well for Styles heading into WrestleMania against Logan Paul.
Wait a minute.
And up on his shoulders.
Oh, what a Death Valley driver.
Styles, little final prayer action attempted by Cross. And
as long as he can forget the Cole promo, he should be fine.
Here tonight?
We can't forget the Cole promo.
WrestleMania a few days away, and Karrion Cross
we can't forget
all that he can handle.
Well, you know, we talked during the entrance of Karrion Cross about how he wanted to go back to the old theme, go back to the old entrance, try to recapture some of that former glory, get himself back in that place where he wants to hurt people, make it about himself, and he's done just that.
Feels like he's found something in the bottom of the bottle. Fill it back up.
Styles with a chop. AJ never out of a fight.
Those kicks from AJ are lethal, man.
In his career all around the world.
Yeah.
Cross, wait a minute.
Those kicks are not, like I said, those kicks are not up a hamstring.
He went down quick, buckled almost, if you will.
He might be hurt.
I think Cross may have twisted his ankle.
Looks like he lost balance. Kind of gave out from underneath him, obviously.
Oh! A cheap shot by Cross. And now a big smile on his face. Obviously, I
can't believe I fell for that.
AJ showed a bit of sympathy.
I can't believe I fell for that.
Cross. And remember, AJ Styles had a similar ankle injury back late last year that cost him a number of months of his career. And Cross preyed on that tonight. And AJ Styles ticked off that he showed a little bit of sympathy, and now he's going to take that fight to Cross.
Absolutely.
Damn, beating the hell out of Cross.
One-man parade.
And there's that sliding forearm by Styles. And I think all Cross did was give AJ Styles an opening. And here comes the phenomenal one. Didn't have enough, though. Cross kicked him in.
Cross with the DDT.
And Cross says that's it.
Karrion and Scarlett having a massive Monday Night Raw. Can they get a win over AJ Styles?
And Karrion loading up. Karrion Cross setting up for the cross hammer here to Styles, who ducked underneath. Styles with Cross up top. Oh, knee right to the spine.
These two beating the hell out of each other.
Styles launched out to the apron by Cross. Hung up Cross on the top rope. Styles now, the big right hand. Cross sent toward the middle of the ring. AJ Styles in position.
Time for the phenomenal forearm.
Cross dazed, stunned, back to his feet. Styles off the top rope. Phenomenal forearm. Cover. Could that be the fate of Logan Paul? WrestleMania Sunday.
Nice camera shot, yeah.
Your winner, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Man, Karrion Cross is so impressive tonight, but once again, Pat, the resilience of the veteran AJ Styles.
Hopefully this is a launching pad for Karrion Cross to get some work on Raw, more work on Raw. You have a good Saturday with your mom? Yeah. It was all right. We hung out for a little bit. She drove me crazy as usual. I tell you, my mother.
Speaking of time.
Ay. I love her.
A Maverick
I
has
love her to death. She drives me nuts.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks! AJ Styles!
What's up with the mom pants?
Hey, whoa, what's up with all the hostility?
Boo!
Sacramento, chill. I came out here to tell my man congratulations.
Boo!
Seriously, AJ, no, go win, brother. Congratulations, you did it.
Don't need your
In front of
congratulations.
Sacramento.
Shut it up.
People who weren't cool enough to live in Los Angeles
Boo.
and weren't smart enough to live in San Francisco. You, my friend,
AJ
just
looking
showed
so
these generic
vascular. Hey,
California losers
exactly. Bonk yourself.
why you versus me at WrestleMania is gonna cook. But hey, AJ, now, why don't we show them why our match is gonna make money? Here's what you're up against. Please, enjoy this piece of cinema.
Uh-oh.
I am the Maverick, Logan Paul.
This is Logan
And
Paul
I don't wanna be one of
propaganda.
y'all. I'm one of one.
We got Logan Paul propaganda now.
I accomplished more in one weekend than you will in your entire lives.
Thanks. Thanks, Logan Paul.
I didn't just join the WWE to take part. I joined to take over.
You think one day he's gonna get a world championship? I don't know,
Your
man.
son's favorite superstar, your girlfriend's celebrity crush, multi-hyphenate, disruptor, entrepreneur, innovator, actor, wrestler, boxer, the most viral athlete in this company.
You're mad at me because you want to be me. Keep clicking on keyboards. I'll keep being on billboards.
Nice life highlight there of
If your accomplishments are to be a dickhead, then yeah, Logan, you can do that more in a weekend than me in real life. Yeah. Congratulations on being a big douchebag.
And Logan Paul making his way to the ring now. And a karrion cross, trying to sneak attack Styles. Styles is ready. Styles now trying to take out Paul and Cross.
Logan Paul as heavyweight champion would be a nail in WWE's coffin. Wow.
Game may catch up to
I don't know if that it would be that
Styles,
serious.
though,
Oh!
An impaler that
Get out of here, fuck boy.
DDT by Styles, but Logan Paul.
Logan Paul with that titanium fist.
all it takes is one titanium punch.
Now AJ Styles is weakened at Bernie's.
For the
Jesus, the pulverizer.
Logan Paul.
Yikes.
Once again, Logan Paul impressive tonight.
Gotta say that finisher, that pulverizer DDT is nice.
Message to Mr. Styles.
All it takes is one big right, and then the pulverizer, and Logan can beat anybody in this industry, and he knows it, and he'll tell you about it.
Logan Paul hopes to create another viral moment when he goes one-on-one with AJ Styles.
Hate to give him any credit, but that finisher is slick. Yeah, that finisher is nice. I hate it too, man, but it's nice.
Speaking of WrestleMania Saturday night, the main event, of course, the triple threat match between Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk, which marks
Night one,
the first
Roman,
ever
Seth,
WrestleMania main
Punk.
event in the career of the second
main
city
event.
Saint. Punk will be here with us live later on tonight, as will Seth Rollins,
Should be a good
and
one.
as will Roman Reigns. We are still awaiting the arrival of the original tribal chief.
Roman
Paul
Reigns
Heyman
still hasn't shown up
apparently
for
has not
work. What a
seen
guy.
Roman Reigns since
What a guy. Who can do that but Roman
CM
Reigns?
Punk's favor a couple of weeks ago. What's Heyman in for with Reigns tonight?
Uh-oh. We're in a low-tier ad break. More American made. Yes. This is exactly what we deserve. More American made.
Guess who?
American made.
Hold up now.
Okay.
No, what sucks is that Chad Gable's WrestleMania opportunity was once again taken from him.
You suck. You suck.
Very nice.
You suck.
Clever.
You suck.
Listen.
You suck.
Fortunately, I'm man enough to be happy for a young up-and-comer to replace me at WrestleMania. And that who I'm talking about is none other than El Grande Americano.
That's you, Chad Gable.
I mean,
Don't
did you
play
see
with
what
me.
he did to the LWO earlier? Single-handedly took them out. And on Saturday in Las Vegas at WrestleMania, it's Rey Mysterio's turn. This is Rey Mysterio's 13th WrestleMania match. And 13 will never be as unlucky of a number as it's going to be on Saturday when El Grande puts him down and cements his legacy as the greatest luchador of all time. Thank you.
C. Gracias.
No.
Why is Chad Gable so invested in El Grande Americano?
Remember, he went on the search for the greatest luchador of all time. So I think he feels as if he has like a finder's fee in this entire thing. Chad Gable, very supportive of El Grande Americano. Sacramento not supportive of Chad Gable at all.
Well, Gable gets his El Grande Americano.
That's how I feel. I
gets
feel
his
like that's
WrestleMania
sloth.
Moment.
Two different people.
I feel like
Chad
that's
just
sloth
said it yet
emote.
again.
That's exactly
Believe
how
what
I
that
feel.
guy says?
feel like I'm about to go to sleep
you were
here.
the one that was calling him
Thanks
a
to
terrible
Chad
human
Gable.
being at one point in his career.
Chad Gable?
Yeah, Chad Gable. You forget that?
Yeah.
Selective memory?
He's a changed man.
Oh my God, these breaks, these setup breaks. I feel like I'm at the live Raw taping.
Final Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania.
The last Raw
in
before
Sacramento.
WrestleMania.
Can you imagine Roman, Punk, and Rollins going to be in the same ring tonight?
It's going to be volcanic.
Ow!
Seismic.
You jerk. And we're back from low tier.
Right.
No, maybe not.
There goes nothing.
I'm hoping we don't get pulled over by the cops. I've lost my brakes in a race before and had to finish without brakes.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
That ain't worth it.
Riding shotgun, I got just a little taste of what it was like to race
Jesus
in
Christ,
the
he
desert
looks like
with
he's
or
flying
without
on that thing. Stone Cold looks like he's flying on that thing.
So we're having a hard time even getting up to speed. Normally, the track is so vast, we're able to make...
No fucking thank you. Nah, he looks like, yeah, he looks like he's flying, bro. No, you wouldn't try that out? You wouldn't go go-kart racing with Stone Cold Steve Austin? What are you... You gotta go?
Hungry.
Where you gotta go?
Why wait? Grab a Snickers. Feels like they have been great for.
What's
my
going on,
entire
Death
life,
Cloud?
so
How you
shout
doing?
out Snickers. Thanks for everything you've
I
done
always
for me
think of what if,
and
so I wouldn't
millions of
enjoy it.
others.
I feel you. I feel you. What's going on, Death Cloud? Good to see you. Hey, it's main event Jey Uso. Yeet. Perfect timing.
Oh, yeah.
Four letters. One word. Yeet. Hopefully you guys are yeeting at home. Don't yeet all over yourself.
It certainly is.
Make sure you clean up after you're done yeeting.
Gunther's fiery interview earlier tonight.
Jey Uso looks all
I
business.
watched Jey Uso give $100,000 to somebody in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania last week.
Hey, yo.
His eyes were on the prize. The people are behind him. And WrestleMania might become Yeetalmania.
Something changed inside this man last week.
He's
2 weeks
he's
ago,
eating
his brother
internally.
Jimmy left a bloody mess
He's
at the hands of
internally
Gunther.
eating.
Last week, Pat, Jey Uso marched out of the ring. He got in the face of Gunther.
Alive. The entire WWE universe is behind this
I don't feel good.
Who's worked
I don't
his
feel
ass
good.
off to get to this situation.
I don't feel good.
Won the Royal Rumble, traveled the long roads. And now,
Jake,
he's got
I be
a shot
feeling good.
at the world title.
And it's all part of WrestleMania Saturday. Jey Uso and Gunther for the World Championship.
Oh yeah, Cole, you're killing.
I'm really interested in the match now. I think the whole change in attitude from Jay, I'm really feeling it.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Oos.
Scared the hell out of me though, Mike.
Take it in,
The
Jay.
violent interaction made that match must see. Yeah, 10 out of 10 there.
What a scene!
What a time! What a yeet!
Go do your job. Go do your job. Yeah, he starts his new job tonight.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more.
Don't like men no more.
I like women.
I like women.
Women. I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man.
Nope.
I would not carry a purse.
Nope.
I would not put on makeup.
Nope.
I will love a woman. Now listen to what.
Go pick up that liver.
Imagine Saturday, over 60,000.
Every time Jey Uso does this, Gunther comes out of nowhere and takes him out.
I get caught up in the excitement.
Maybe he should not do this.
Because this man has
He's got to go pick up a liver. That's why my brother starts a new job tonight. He's a medical carrier. Gonna be currying body parts to the hospitals.
All right, check it.
Check it.
I said what I had to say to Gunther last week.
Okay.
But I really wanted to come out here and holler at y'all.
Yeet.
Yeah, my peoples. What up, Sacktown?
Yeet.
My mama out here somewhere in the crowd. She out here somewhere in the crowd.
Mama Uso.
But look, Goose. Everybody keep on asking me, Oos, Jay, where your mind at?
Hey,
am I crashing out?
Hey.
Hell yeah, I'm crashing out. But I'm locked in. Locked in for me. Locked in for my family. I'm locked in for y'all.
He's not paying attention.
Check it out, though. Hey.
He's not paying attention to me.
Listen to Gunther out here talk. You know what that made me feel like?
What?
He mad.
He mad. You mad?
Nah. You afraid.
Ooh.
Yeah, Gunther. You afraid. You afraid I'm going to whoop your ass in front of 60,000 people for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Let's go.
WrestleMania.
Let's go.
Hey, look, though. I'm going to see you on Saturday, Oos. Gunther, I'm going to get you, cuz. So here's what we're going to do. One time for the one time. Hey, Oos, please hit my music. Oh, yeah. Oh.
It's just me, Oos.
WrestleMania Saturday, 60,000.
Just me, Oos. I don't know if I'm Jey Uso, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good going into WrestleMania. Mike with a mic check. Mike won't be able to see WrestleMania until May something. Stay off of social media. It's gonna get spoiled for you.
Frustrated, upset.
We're gonna be here on Twitch.
SOB early tonight. And Jey Uso finally feels like Pat. Maybe, just maybe, he has a chance.
Just me, Oos. Just me, Oos. Oh, that shit will be spoiled for me for sure. Oh, yeah.
It's been a different tone out of Jay the last couple times we've heard him speak.
You see your sibling get beat up and bloodied in front of you, and you're helpless to do a damn thing about it. It can change you.
And it feels like it has. Jey Uso just told Gunther that Gunther's afraid. And he just might be.
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of yeeters. They're yeeting. Yeet all over the place.
You know, Pat, it's funny. Our cameraman, Sweaty, is telling you to wipe the sweat off your forehead. You think this is something we're going to be soaked through come WrestleMania Saturday.
How could you not get caught up? And it is hot in here. The tension is palpable. WrestleMania is just a few days away, and we're
WrestleMania.
all over Sacramento.
My Christmas.
Week, you know, last week in Pittsburgh,
my
Pennsylvania,
Super Bowl.
sold out PPG Paint Arena. Jey Uso was a part. I was a part. I went viral, as a matter of fact. Part of a Pat McAfee's big night out, and you can still experience on Hulu.
Yeah, that's right. With some behind-the-scenes footage, my guy Foxy edited it all together. Thank you to the WWE that produced it and captured it. It is fantastic. It's on Hulu now. You should watch. Jey Uso is a hero. And maybe he's world champion.
Well, Pat and I are going
Saturday.
to continue to yeet as we take you to the Wingstop highlight of the night.
Wingstop.
Good job.
Thank you.
I would like some Wingstop right now. That actually sounds fucking good. Who wants to buy me some Wingstop? Hey, if you want to buy me some Wingstop, there's the place to do it.
Monday, 101.
Send the money there to that link.
Penta would pick up the win, and then, well, when it comes to the Judgment Day,
that's what I need. I need a Wingstop sponsorship.
And then the unpredictable badass Braun Breaker.
This shit was crazy.
Spears of all time.
A super
That
spear
shit was
from
nuts.
the dog that was barking as he sawed the entire Judgment Day in half and then said, Penta, you can get one, too.
And Finn Balor would make his own statement. Balor, Dominic, Penta, Breaker, fatal four-way at WrestleMania. Let's go to Kathy Kelly.
Thanks so much, Cole. I am here now with
Kathy
Intercontinental
Kelly.
Champion Braun Breaker. Braun, this Sunday at WrestleMania, the odds are
That's
stacked
Kathy
against
Kelly.
you. You put that title on the line against
Catherine
three
Kelly.
other men. So how are you handling and navigating going into what are calling the biggest title defense of your career?
Yeah, Kathy, I mean, this is obviously the biggest title defense of my career. This is my very first.
Oh, shit. He's getting jumped by the Judgment Day.
Carlito.
That damn Judgment Day.
A 3-on-1 assault for the champion.
Looks like your bark is worse than your bite.
Braun Breaker getting
Wow.
jumped.
Gonna be all right.
We better be. Defends his title this weekend.
Hey, it's Penta time.
El Fuego.
The following contest is scheduled for one
Coolest entrance in WWE.
First, from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos.
Hey, Mike, do you walk around your house doing the Penta walk?
Coming weekend at WrestleMania. WrestleMania Sunday. Penta tries to win his first championship in WWE, but before we get
Maybe
there,
try doing the
he has his
Penta
hands
walk
full
around the
tonight
house.
with the dangerous
The wife might
Finn
like
Balor.
it.
Penta Balor live on
The
Netflix.
wife might find it hot. Try it. Try doing the Penta walk at home.
Man, it is awesome watching
On the
Penta.
men's side, yeah.
I think even that little baby right there can experience the Penta experience. The aura. That radiates
What about you,
from this
Jeff?
man.
You ever try to do the Penta walk?
He's truly.
I can't do the Penta walk for obvious reasons.
Everybody in here is on the edge of their seat, standing up, totally engaged.
The man who shows zero fear.
Go ahead and gamble your channel points, ladies and gentlemen, for the next match.
Earlier today.
So go ahead and gamble on who do you think is going to win the next match.
I know a few of those words. I don't think you're allowed to say it on television.
I got no reason to strut like that badass. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you look cool doing it.
I'm certainly trying my best because Zero Miedo.
The whole arena's doing it now.
Every arena.
The whole
It's great
arena.
to have Penta here in the WWE.
His brother, of course, taking Friday Night SmackDown by storm. Ray Phoenix.
Him and Nathan Frazier a couple weeks back had an instant classic, and I can't wait for WrestleMania to experience Penta.
Man, this is such an interesting story lining up for WrestleMania weekend in this fatal four-way for the Intercontinental Championship. We're going to break it all down here in just a few moments. We have to wonder if this man will put the good of Judgment Day ahead of his own personal goals and feelings.
WrestleMania going to be a fatal four-way. Penta, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and the Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker. Fatal four-way for the Intercontinental Championship. I still got my money on Braun Breaker retaining. I think he's still going to retain the Intercontinental Championship, but that's just me. We're going to be recording our predictions for WrestleMania, and that episode will be dropping on Thursday. So mark your calendars. The next episode of the Ringside Rundown podcast, which will be our predictions for WrestleMania, will be dropping Thursday morning. We're not taking any questions, but we would like to know, what is your one bold prediction for WrestleMania? What do you think is the biggest prediction, the biggest swerve you think is going to happen on the showcase of the Immortals, whether it be on night 1 or night 2? Let us know, and we will definitely put the voice to them on the podcast.
Show on ESPN. As soon as that is over, Pat and I head over to T-Mobile. We'll be outside.
They're going to have the kickoff party at the T-Mobile Arena on Friday. Those are always fun.
Kickoff show.
Those are always fun because they let the crowd into those, and the crowd goes crazy, and they say some crazy shit. So,
crowd surfing,
looking forward
offending people. We'll kick off WrestleMania in proper fashion. Cannot wait to get out to Las Vegas on Friday.
Going to be quite the weekend. Meanwhile, here at the final Monday Night Raw, before WrestleMania, sold out Sacramento, Finn Balor takes on Penta one-on-one here tonight. Now, these two men will be part of the first ever fatal four-way for the Intercontinental Championship in the history of WrestleMania. This illustrious title has never been defended in a fatal four-way on the grandest stage of them all, but it will take place. Penta now! Driving
Penta
Finn
says
Balor
enough
off
of
the
that
apron.
shit.
Penta has seen and heard enough. There's
Hey,
so much
Penta over the top rope.
bad blood between these guys. And Penta fired up here tonight.
Absolutely. Penta says you're in for something
Penta
special tonight.
rolls Finn Balor back into the ring.
WrestleMania Sunday. No champion's advantage for the champ Braun Breaker because the
Balor's
first man
new
to get pinfall
new
or
theme
submission
sucks. Oh yeah,
will
it's
become
horrible.
the champion.
It is horrible.
So the people in the match are obviously in the same group who have obviously worked together in
It's
the past, and
crazy.
there's a lot to keep your
Def
eye
Rebel
on.
gets like
Taking his first
1 out of
championship
every
WWE
5
Big
good.
Boss Brody into the
1
last
out of
match.
every 5 good. For every Penta and Ray Phoenix theme that is good, we get a Finn Balor theme that sucks.
Balor eliminated Penta in the Royal Rumble. And then he pinned
Looks like Penta was
going to
go for that arm breaker.
Penta's first pinfall loss here in WWE.
Uh-oh, almost hit the Penta driver.
Penta's WWE career thus far has come from that man, Finn Balor.
Nice kick by Penta in the face of Balor. Finn Balor.
Commentary to the face.
Under these fatal four-way rules. You know, Balor could pin Dominic Mysterio, his Judgment Day stablemate. Here's the cover.
1,
Kick
2,
out
and a kick out from
to
Finn
win the
Balor.
championship. Or
Looks like Finn Balor
Dominic
and Penta
Mysterio
have pretty
could
good
pin
chemistry so
Finn
far
Balor
in this early
to win
going.
the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, the Judgment Day is going to.
They look like they can work well together.
We can all see that coming.
Or will they work together?
Seems doubtful. Rather selfish group, the Judgment Day. There'll be an Intercontinental title on the line.
Well, I don't think that, selfish is a great word to use for the group. I also like to use the word
kicking
jealousy
out those
Finn Balor's
hamstrings.
been jealous about everyone in that
Knotting
group
up
over a
those
year.
hammies.
It's reared its ugly head on a number of occasions, i.e. Damian Priest.
Finn Balor just wants to get back in championship conversations. Penta hushes us.
Yeah, but isn't it?
Please.
Oh! Thank you.
He shuts us all, and it was for good reason. He just smacked the absolute shite out of Finn Balor's
Papa
chest.
had to call me
Penta
about
across the
watching
ring.
our cats while
Over the
we're
top
gone.
sunset
All right,
flip.
no problem.
Balor with a
No
nice
worries.
basement drop kick.
No
Covered out by
worries,
Balor.
my
Front
friend.
of the leg. Penta kicks at
Just
2.
here watching
Balor's
Penta
been frustrated.
and
Has
Finn
not been able
Balor.
to win singles gold in a long time.
Hopefully
Enters
you
into
got the
his
cat
fifth WrestleMania
situation
match
all
this
figured
year.
out for the trip.
Penta, of course, making his debut on the big
I would
stage.
help you out. I would cat sit
Remember
for
Finn
you,
Balor,
but
former world champion.
Dominic's been a part of
I can't make it out your
WrestleMania.
way, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Of the big show. Has his first opportunity.
And I don't
under
think
the
you
bright
would be able to
lights
buy
this
enough
weekend.
food.
The dogs
You
will be
wouldn't even
barking
have
in
enough
Vegas
food
our
for me.
Intercontinental champion, but he has a tall task ahead of him.
Yeah, and is he going to be 100% after that mugging by Judgment
Penta
Day a
gets
little
driven
bit
back
earlier on
down to
tonight?
the canvas by his mask. Finn Balor and his 12 abs.
The Intercontinental
Son of
title
a
represents
bitch.
everything that is great with this business. The greats that have held
Penta
it.
gets spun around and stomped
Those who
on.
have built this company and this industry as a whole.
Dozens and dozens of Hall of Famers, including
Once again,
one to be
spin around
inducted
and stomped on by
Friday
Finn
night
Balor,
against Triple H.
who hasn't had a carb since
Week in, week out,
2007.
Putting the company literally on your back.
Yeah, the working man's championship. That's what it's always been termed over the years as Balor
They'll
continues.
be fine
to
watching them
dominate
this
Penta.
Easter weekend.
The
They'll be
example
out of
set,
town,
course,
but my
in
brother will be there to look after the
1979 by the
cats
late,
for the
great
first
Pat
couple of
Patterson.
days. Well, at least you have the
Hall of Famer
cat
to hold the
situation
title.
taken away, taken care of, you know.
Too sweet there.
We get a little bit of a too sweet.
I don't know if the club is full.
Penta now with Balor up on his shoulders. What is Penta planning to do? Oh, wait a minute. Balor turns it around. And on the apron, Penta's down and
that
maybe
look
out.
like
How about
it's
the
going to
balance
need a
of Finn Balor?
backiotomy.
Balor was able to hold.
That's
taking
a
over.
backiotomy. Somebody call a chiropractor. We got a couple of slip discs as we go into the low tier ad break.
Finn Balor, Penta, entertaining matchup here tonight on Monday Night Raw, the final Raw before WrestleMania. And of course, the
Penta's
fatal
on the
four-way match
outside
for the
getting
Intercontinental
counted out.
Championship on WrestleMania
Finn Balor
Sunday.
and his 12 abs are just strutting around the ring. I hate that
Balor
guy.
letting
I
Eddie
hate him.
Guerrero
I
do the
hate
count,
him
take a
and
break,
his abs.
Maybe win this thing.
I hate him.
Maybe Penta can't get up from that.
Penta trying to
We're
drag
at
himself
9 and
back
Penta
down.
finally gets back in
Able
the
to get in
ring.
there.
Shoved into the corner.
Finn Balor.
Oh, yeah. And now Balor being booed by this sellout crowd here tonight in Sacramento. Finn
I
Balor
hate
doesn't
that he
endear
has me
himself to the
eating all his
WWE
carbs and
fans.
sugar
is
that he
for
won't eat. I know, what a jackass.
Care about that.
Like, have a
out.
muffin, you
Balor
piece
cares
of
about
shit.
getting back on top.
Like, you
He
know?
can care less if Sacramento likes him.
You think he cares at all about Dominic Mysterio?
Have a hot
think
dog,
there
you
is a
fucking
interesting
asshole. You jerk.
Controversy brewing between those two. Finn hasn't been happy that Dom has had opportunities,
Have a,
and then Dom
have
obviously
a
saying the same
plate of
thing
lo
back.
mein.
Finn, one of them is going to want the title, when the other one's about to win it. I could see them turning on each other quickly.
Oh,
The only
man.
thing they really have in common, other than
Yeah,
being on
me
the
yelling
judgment
at
day, is that they both
me
hate
yelling
the
at
Oh, that's true.
Finn Balor. You guys know you
Penta
can
back
clip
to his
too.
feet.
There's a
Brendan
clip
Breakker
button
had some
for you
problems
guys, but
as well.
I won't go into detail. You just hover over the
Ron
video
Breakker,
and
man, those
hit the clip.
spears.
And you know what
If
I
he
mean.
hits you with a super spear, you are super done.
You know
I
what
don't know
I'm
how
talking
Carlito
about.
is
Anyway,
here tonight. You saw
Finn
him in the
Balor
backstage attack on
has
Breakker earlier
Penta
on.
His spear
grounded,
was so
Penta
fast,
back
so
to his
dynamic,
feet.
so explosive. He forced himself to do a front flip afterwards.
Ask I show
For
speed
real,
about
it just makes me so
the
bad. Like,
Breakker spear.
why does he get to look like that?
Oh,
Why does he
Penta
get
missed
to
it
look
out.
like
Finn
that?
Balor again takes Penta out. This could be the win for Finn. Hook to the leg, and
It
Penta
just
kicks
makes me
out.
so mad. It makes
Get all
me
these
so
matches
mad.
tonight.
Leroy
Leroy
over there.
playing football, Pat, over the years, heading into the
over there
playoffs,
messing up the
last game of the year, hurt some of the momentum,
messing
right?
up the bed that I make.
You know, the greats are able to battle through.
I make the bed so you guys on stream aren't like, oh, what a unkept piece of shit Eric is, because he doesn't make his bed when he streams, and we have to see his sheets
Balor doing a great job
and his bed. And here's Leroy, his asshole, just messing it all up.
Flying tonight.
Hey,
can Balor
Leroy,
keep that up in this one-on-one match?
Buddy, yeah, get comfortable, you fucking
Penta Balor and a barn burner here on Monday Night Raw. 2 of the 4 men in the fatal.
What a suplex off the top rope.
Off the superplex, hook of the leg, Penta
and a kick out at 2. It's a way to bust up your clavicle.
Superplex from Finn Balor. Planting Penta through Sacramento.
I asked Pat a question a few moments ago about being a professional athlete. Pat, of course, played professional football, and how when you're in the playoffs, you know they're coming. You lose that last game of the year. Does it hurt the momentum going into the playoffs the following week?
From having a front row seat, the good teams are able to make one loss just be one loss, not turn it into 2. But if you lose momentum, it can certainly carry into your
ducking
next
the
match.
clothesline, running.
And Penta now
Harris.
Momentum.
Which you would not want heading into WrestleMania.
Clothesline.
On the other side, a huge win tonight heading into WrestleMania.
It is amazing to me the way that Penta is able to turn things around. Just tremendous resilience. When you think he's down and out, he just goes into a next gear.
Up and over into a backstabber. Nice.
Backstabber. Cover by Penta for the win.
Gotta hook the leg. You gotta hook the leg. You don't hook the leg, you're not gonna get it.
Let alone kick out after that.
Might be in traction for months.
I as well.
This crowd has been electric all night. What a way to kick off the most exciting,
fundamentals.
Most week in sports entertainment.
Gorilla Monsoon would always say you gotta hook the leg.
60,000 plus both Saturday
you gotta
and Sunday
hook
night
the
at
leg.
Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas.
What's Penta calling for here?
Penta climbing up to the second rope.
Now.
Grabbing a seated Finn Balor.
Looking to make some magic
making
yet
his
again.
way to the top. He's at
Balor
the very
back.
top.
Penta lands on the apron.
Takes off into the apron.
Chop.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Whee! Nice.
Kick by Penta
Big
to the face,
boot.
stops Balor in his tracks. Sling blade by
Inverted
Penta. And now
sling
Penta's
blade.
starting to fly.
The freakish athleticism right now.
Sling blade regular.
Sling blade of his own.
We got a sling blade battle.
Balor needed that in the worst way.
Man, he's so good.
Who's gonna
Balor's so damn
let's see
good.
who hits the next sling blade.
Well,
Oh wait,
Penta
he's
was
going for
running away
that
with it,
John
Balor.
Woo drop kick.
Oh, Penta though.
Penta caught it, tilt a world backbreaker.
Back and forth we go. Tremendous matchup.
He's gonna break that
Two of the
arm.
best in the game. Penta now spins through.
He's
Looking
gonna
for the
break his arm.
sacrifice. Looking to dislocate the shoulder of
Oh!
Finn Balor.
No me gusta.
Disgusting.
No me
Shoulder
gusta.
just popped out of place.
And now Penta.
Penta going for the Penta driver.
Now by Balor for the win. Hooks the leg.
Woo.
Kick out by Penta.
2.
Finn Balor's got to be Gumby. How the hell did his shoulder get back in socket?
And Penta's still fighting back. Kicks.
Soul butt
right
kick.
hands and another kick by Penta.
Lifter kick. Thrust kick to the
Balor
jaw.
still on his feet now. Drops to the mat.
Physical fight here between Penta and Finn. Both taking quite a beating before WrestleMania.
Uh-oh. Something's happening.
Oh, and here's Dominic and Carlito.
Dominic and
Judgment
Carlito
Day
have just shown up.
Once again, as Balor was in trouble.
Balor
rolls up
going for the
Penta,
roll up.
shoulders down. Penta kicks it too.
Penta kicked out at 2.
Judgment
Duck
Day
the
had to
clothesline.
make
Sling blade.
themselves a part of this.
Of course they did. Working together tonight. Will that be the case?
John Woo drop kick.
At WrestleMania.
Sending Penta to the corner.
And now Penta's in the drop zone.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think the dogs are barking in Sacramento.
Who's gonna
And the
die tonight?
unpredictable badass is pissed off.
It's your turn again.
Carlito, you were in that same position last week. You might want to get the hell out of there.
Nope, he's not doing it.
Here's Balor.
Oh, that's a
goodness,
disqualification.
Go right over our announce table to prevent himself from getting a Braun
That's a
Breaker.
disqualification.
Makes sense from Carlito for sure, especially after last week.
So that means the winner of the match is Benjamin Balor.
Ran back into the ring. I think he broke my leg when he came up over the top, but nonetheless, double team now by
Finn
Dom
Balor
and
wins
Carlito
via
on
disqualification.
Braun Breaker. And Breaker is fighting back. Breaker! Spear! Double
He speared both of them at the same time.
How about them apples?
Who? Oh, Penta.
2 humans, 1 spear, and now Penta.
Penta, don't.
Because you might want to have a little bit of fear when you look in the eyes of Braun Breaker.
Oh, he caught him.
Penta stopped Breaker in his tracks. Uh-oh, went for the Rana. Didn't get all of it. Breaker set out.
I will take my wise men back tonight, and that is just a spoiler. I don't think so, OTC.
Penta, top rope, takes out everybody.
You're a little late to work there, real OTC. You need to head over to the arena.
Well,
Penta looks like he's getting the upper hand. Finn Balor, of course, because he has unlimited abductor muscles, doesn't fall to the trap. Shout out to the real OTC in our chat. I love you guys when you guys just take the gimmicks and run with it on Twitch. The other day we had Tama Tonga in chat. It was Tama Tonga 12. Here's Io Sky, the women's world champion.
ビアンカ・ベレアとリア・リプリーへの忠告だ。あんたたちは私がウィーメンズワールドチャンピオンだということを忘れてる。あんたたちはどうでもいいことで喧嘩し始めて私を恥に追いやったけど、そもそもその全ての争いの原因はこの私でしょ。なぜなら私があんたたちが心から望むもの、ウィーメンズワールドチャンピオンシップを持っているから。もう無視されるのも。
I always like when they let them cut the promos in their native language. I think it allows them to be more of themselves, and it actually adds a little bit of something different to
この私を乗り越えなければならないし、私はあんたたち2人をまとめて相手にすることを受けて立つ。
I think it's a great practice. To, you know, it shows them like you don't have to completely forget who you are just because you're here in a different country. I really hope Io Sky comes away with the victory, though. I'm rooting for Io Sky.
Of course, that takes place at WrestleMania. You know, I may have to make an appearance at WrestleMania After Dark. The official WrestleMania after party is taking place each
Michael
night.
Cole's going to be up in the clubs.
Sunday, live in Lit Beach at Fontainebleau, Las Vegas. The
you guys want to go to the WrestleMania after parties,
WrestleMania After Dark.
Because I don't associate nothing like wrestling and nightclubs.
Also, great WrestleMania weekend on the way in Las Vegas. Of course, Friday going to be a very special day for Pat and I. Pat's
They're
got a
in
show
Sacramento
in
at the
kickoff
T-Mobile
show in the
Arena. This is the last Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania, a.k.a. my Christmas.
On Saturday, Stand and Deliver NXT gets underway to kick off the day.
Io better freaking win. I'm rooting for Io. I'm rooting for Io. Trust me. Io's got my vote. I want to see Io retain the title.
Sunday. We have a countdown to WrestleMania, special 3-hour countdown.
She's only got a 33 1/3% chance of winning.
The WrestleMania post-show.
I don't care what Scott Steiner
said.
said.
To join us at the T-Mobile Arena on the biggest Monday Night Raw of the year. You never know what's going to happen. It's unpredictable. It's the Raw after Mania.
Raw
Monday
after Mania, I feel like this year is going to be a big one.
Vegas. As we head
it's going to be a lot of fun.
Weekend.
Yeah, Michael Cole, when we talk about a weekend that is packed and stacked, We're talking about one that's
CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns will do battle in a triple threat match. This one has the wise man, Paul Heyman, in the corner of CM Punk. But will he be leading with CM Punk?
It is the main event of WrestleMania Saturday.
Who knows?
Also part of WrestleMania Saturday. You can't get much personal than this. Jade
Cargill
takes
versus
on a woman
Naomi.
she believes
Definitely
was her
looking
friend.
forward to
The
that
very jealous Naomi. Saturday at WrestleMania.
Packed card, packed weekend. How about a world tag
New Day
team
versus
championship
the
match?
War Raiders
The New Day
for the World
takes
Tag
on
Team
the Monday
Championship.
Night War Raiders on WrestleMania Saturday.
Rey Mysterio's 13th WrestleMania, and he plans to embarrass and expose
Grande Americano
El Grande Americano.
versus Rey Mysterio.
These
I'm
two
saying,
go
why did they
one-on-one
make this a
at
mask
WrestleMania.
versus mask
El
match?
Grande Americano
At least
on
make
the
it a little
grandest stage.
interesting.
I can't wait. How about the United States Championship?
LA Knight versus Jacob
Where
Fatu.
LA
I think Jacob
Knight
Fatu might be
defends
coming
his
away with
title
the
against
victory there.
Jacob Fatu.
The Samoan Werewolf at WrestleMania Saturday. And how heated and personal
Tiffany
and
Stratton
ugly
and
has
Charlotte
this
Flair.
become?
All I'm saying is, I'm
Tiffany
just wanting
Stratton
to see if there's
defends the
actually going to be a
WWE
fucking
Women's
good wrestling
Championship
match
against
between these
Charlotte
two ladies,
Flair
and not
on
just a
WrestleMania
straight up
Saturday.
fight. A straight up
That
fist
one has
fight.
gotten
Because that's what it feels
How
like is
about
going to
the
happen.
World
We're going to get a
Heavyweight
straight up fist fight
Championship?
between
Gunther,
Tiffany
who has
Stratton and
seemingly
Charlotte
been
Flair.
flustered the last couple of
Obviously,
weeks.
we've been talking
Take
about it
on
all night. We're definitely
the
looking forward
Universe
to
and
Jey
Jey
Uso versus Gunther.
on WrestleMania Saturday.
And then we move over to WrestleMania Sunday. We'll have the women's tag team
That was
championship
just
match.
on one
Bayley and Lyra Valkyria ran the gauntlet. They
We're
take
in
on
a
Liv and Raquel
lot.
for the title
We're in for a lot
on
of wrestling. We
WrestleMania
got Liv
Sunday.
Morgan and Raquel versus Lyra and Bayley.
WrestleMania Sunday.
Damian
About
Pike, that
WrestleMania
Sin City
Sunday.
Street
Moments
fight.
ago, we saw a preview
And
of
then
this
that
match,
fatal
the
four-way we just talked
Intercontinental
about. Braun
Championship
Breaker
fatal
defending the
four-way match.
Intercontinental
Braun Breaker
Championship against
defends
Penta,
against
Finn
Penta,
Balor, and Dirty Dominic
Dom
Mysterio.
on WrestleMania Sunday.
That's going to be a good one.
And how
AJ
about
Styles
the
versus
Maverick,
Logan Paul.
the show stealer. Logan
Definitely
Paul
can't wait to see
battling
that. Even
against
though
the
I hate me
phenomenal
some
one,
Logan Paul, you got to
AJ
admit he's a damn good
Styles
professional
on a
wrestler.
potential
And he's in there with
weekend-stealing
one of the
fight
greatest
on
professional
WrestleMania
wrestlers of the
Sunday.
last
You want to
20
talk
years.
about show stealers?
AJ
What about this
Styles.
one? Io Sky.
So we just talked about that
defending the
triple threat
Women's
match for the
World
Women's World Championship.
in a
Io
triple
Sky
threat match
defending
against the winner of the
Bianca Belair
Elimination
and Rhea
Chamber,
Ripley.
Bianca Belair, a former champion, Rhea Ripley. The stars are out at WrestleMania Sunday.
Cody Rhodes
And
versus
ladies
John
and
Cena
gentlemen, it is
for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Championship. Cody
I'm
Rhodes.
going Cody Rhodes
has
on
held
this
the
one. I
title
don't see him
for a
losing
year.
the title.
Can he continue to get it done? Or will John Cena set a record-breaking 17th World Championship? Rhodes, Cena, the main event for all the marbles.
For all the
WrestleMania
marbles.
Sunday.
The only match I have
Mr.
no
Heyman
interest
still-
in is Flair versus Stratton. Not taking my hatred of Charlotte into account. Those two have just not done anything to make me want to see the match. Not completely shoot on each other? How interesting is that?
Personality?
No, a real friend who isn't going to do anything.
Look at this! Wow, wow.
My tribal chief?
Papa H just copying TK. Says I see your 4.5-hour show and I
Pat,
raise
what a
you
mess
to
Paul
6
Heyman
hours
finds
each
himself
night,
in.
fed
Punk in his
totally in
corner.
the mud.
Oh, Seth
I
Rollins
don't
in
think
favor,
it's
and now
going to be
Roman
a
Reigns
6-hour
hasn't talked to
show.
him since Heyman granted Punk the favor a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, man.
And our OTC walks in here, and who is Paul talking
Oh,
to?
my God. Throw
The
your
cult
ones
of
up in the
personality.
air. Roman Reigns is back. We're in the low-tier commercial ad break. Hey, I just want to say thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight and watching the stream. I
interesting to
appreciate
me
it. Thank you for taking
because
the
for the
time out
first
of
time
your
in a
Monday
very
evening.
long time,
Getting
Roman
ready
Reigns
for
will be
WrestleMania.
entering
It's
the
WrestleMania
arena
week, and
or
I
the stadium,
appreciate you.
and will be entering
Thank
the
you
ring.
very, 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 very much.
WrestleMania Saturday in the main
Hopefully,
event.
you can join me
By
Saturday
himself.
and Sunday for
No bloodline
WrestleMania.
anymore. The family
Gonna
members
be
have all
watching
gone
it.
their
It's
separate
on
ways.
Peacock, but if
His
you're
special
international,
counsel,
it
his
is on
wise man,
Netflix.
Paul Heyman, Despite the fact of
except for Mike. Mike's not allowed to see it. His wife said he is not allowed to watch it on his phone.
It is really a strange position for the original Tribal Chief.
Roman might be in the ring by the end of the break. Might is a strong word.
That all goats have to face. There comes a
Mike
time
said his wife
where your own people
completely
might not be
forbid any
turn
cell
against
phone usage,
you have to figure
specifically
out whether
Saturday
this whole
and
thing was
Sunday.
real or not.
She said
this
specifically
again?
Saturday and Sunday
you
you're not
ascend the
allowed to
mountain
use
by
your telephone.
yourself? All of the goats that we have seen throughout all of sports history have proven that they are him or her, and they are different than everybody else. You know,
I don't know. Is he going to get in the ring anytime
at
soon?
here.
And Pat, it's interesting because think about what has happened over the past year to Roman Reigns. He headed into WrestleMania last year, WrestleMania Saturday. He and The Rock.
We'll be boarding our
dismantled
flight as
Rollins and
Mania
Cody.
starts.
He went in as confident
Life
as
is
ever
cruel
into the main
sometimes.
event on WrestleMania Sunday. He would lose the championship
Just-
after
oh,
a
man, it
record-setting
cracks
reign,
me up.
and then everything just fell apart.
Cracks me up.
Solo Sikoa turned on him. The bloodline fell apart as
They
we
said,
know it.
Roman, we got a
And now
Netflix
where does
ad
Paul
break.
Heyman
Take your
stand in all
time.
this?
Take your time.
Will he remain loyal to Roman Reigns, the man who has been his gravy train for many years now? Will Paul Heyman remain loyal to the man he has
I don't know
called
if
his
the
best
camp I'm
friend
going to be
in professional
staying
wrestling?
at will have
The
cell
man who he gave
coverage.
his start to his
I hope
career.
it does so I can watch
CM
Mania
Punk.
Sunday. I'll be driving halfway during the Saturday
will Paul
show,
Heyman
but I'll have it going over my
somehow
speakers.
aligned with Seth Rollins.
Okay.
After
Yeah,
Rollins
well, just so you know, I'm
stomp
here as
Heyman
well.
last
You
week.
can always
Told Paul,
throw me up
now
as
you owe
well.
me
The stream, I'll be doing the
a favor.
stream as well. So hopefully at some point, Jeff, we can hear from you. But if not, hopefully you have fun hanging out with your family.
As smug as they get, Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is here on Raw.
And the ones are to the sky in Sacramento.
Paul Heyman, who followed Roman out to the ring like a puppy dog.
Paul Heyman got scared. He was like, oh, I'm in trouble
Not being
now.
Reigns' corner at WrestleMania.
Poor husband back there.
Oh, I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do that. He's not happy with you, Paul. Crowd chanting OTC.
Sacramento. Acknowledge me.
This is like when your wife is mad at you. You were a little too friendly with the waitress at Applebee's. And the waitress at Applebee's might have called you honey or sweetie or
The whole
darling.
world can feel that.
Wife's not
the
happy.
whole world can hear that you love and acknowledge your tribal chief. And now the whole world understands that you would never betray your tribal chief.
Wow.
But not everybody's like you.
This is
Some
great.
people would betray me.
Wow.
Sacramento, you got any guesses on who that might be? Wise man, how could you betray me?
Uh-oh. You fucked up.
Sacramento, wise man, he can't hear you. You gotta say it a little louder.
No, don't say it any louder. The censored guy is horrible, by the way.
Why?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Paul Heyman getting the business. It shouldn't be censored at all. I think it's because they still want to maintain that safety rating.
My tribal chief. It was not a betrayal. I paid back a favor that I owed.
Sacramento, I must be a little confused here. The way favors work is you usually pay it back yourself, correct? It feels like the only person getting screwed here in this whole favor is me.
Hey, the OTC is on, please.
And if there's one thing you know about me, if there's one thing you know about your tribal chief,
what's that?
We ain't ever gonna ask for a favor.
Nope.
No, we take what we want. So I don't owe a favor because I never asked for any help. I never asked for anybody to join me at War Games. Therefore, I never asked for this favor. So please tell me how I'm supposed to cover the tab for your dumbass favor.
Really quickly, just want to say thank you if you stuck around during the ad breaks. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate
that you haven't quite figured out. Favors don't happen by chance, Roman. Favors are a choice. I chose not to put Paul Heyman in the hospital last week, and now Paul Heyman can choose whether or not he wants to pay that debt to me. But your wise man, he is dishonorable as they come. He is a scumbag, and I expect nothing from him.
Wow. Talking about running a man down.
Paul Heyman is not in CM Punk's corner at WrestleMania by chance. Paul Heyman has made a choice. It's not just a betrayal, Roman. What you need to ask yourself, the final piece of this puzzle, he's not just returning a favor, he's choosing. And you got to figure out, why is he choosing CM Punk over you?
Planting those seeds. Planting those seeds.
Wise man. He's right. You made your choice. And I made mine.
Oh! Oh!
Roman Reigns attacking Rollins. For a moment, we thought Seth had talked some sense into Roman Reigns, but Roman didn't want to hear it.
I acknowledge you, my tribal chief. That was great. You had me.
Wow. Wow.
I don't think Roman believed the damn thing Heyman had to say, but here comes CM Punk, who, if you look at history, was the first ever Paul Heyman guy. And now Punk and Reigns going at each other. 5 nights away from the main event at WrestleMania.
Paul Heyman in CM Punk's corner at WrestleMania.
Everything is happening. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Punk turns around into a spear.
Right into a spear.
And now Reigns unloading on Punk. The frustrations of the past year boiling over tonight. Oh no. Rollins
The chair.
with a shield chair.
The chair.
Deja vu.
Eerily
Cinema.
reminiscent of the chair to the back that disintegrated the Shield forever. And now Rollins
Oh.
stop to CM Punk. And Rollins with a stomp to Roman Reigns.
Rollins
Wow.
on a mission to save professional wrestling in his mind.
Unleashing one of the most dangerous Seth Rollins we've ever seen.
Mike, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, Mike. That is the end of the show. Mike, having to end on that note was insane. Oh my God. What an episode of Monday Night Raw. What a closing to Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins stands tall to close out the last Raw before Netflix. Yo, Friday is going to be crazy. Friday is going to be nuts. Thank you for the bits, Mike. I really appreciate you. And I'm sorry you have to go away for like a long ass time. We won't see Mike till next month. Mike is going to be gone till next month. God, I am glad I had the stream turned down to you and those damn jump scares, Mike. I tell you. Mike is a goddamn menace. Holy shit. Well, what'd you think of Monday Night Raw tonight? Thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, or thumbs down? What'd you think? Thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, thumbs down. What do you give it? Let me know what you think while I go through my spiel. If you want to check out the podcast, the Ringside Rundown podcast, that is the link to the podcast. Check it out. That is a Spotify link, but the podcast is available on all bunch of places, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Good Pods, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, whatever you listen to your podcast on. You should be able to find it by searching Ringside Rundown and then hitting the follow or subscribe button. Thumbs middle, not enough Io Sky. I agree. We needed more Io Sky, not just a vignette promo. We needed more Io Sky. Make sure you check out the YouTube channel. If it pops up, there it is. Check out the YouTube channel. You can find it, youtube.com/@RingsideRunPod for every episode of the Ringside Rundown podcast, plus all the short form content that we post up. Matches were good, but the first 90 minutes felt slow, little dragging, but that ending made me give it a thumbs up. All right. Solid assessment, Mike. Solid assessment. Also, check us out on TikTok, where we post up all of the short form content that we find from the streams. TikTok.com/@ringside_rundown. And also check out our merch. We have merch for spring and summer. So if you need a t-shirt, tank top, swim trunks, maybe a hat, something like that, there it is. Ringside Rundown -shop.fourthwall.com. And as always, if you want a safe, positive, non-judgmental space to talk about professional wrestling and make some friends, come check us out in the Discord. The Discord is where we talk all things professional wrestling, but we also talk about movies, music, TV, sports, gaming, and all of that stuff. Plus, if you're a content creator, you can go ahead and post up your content in the Discord, and I'll even make sure that the bot pings you when you go live on Twitch. So, for right now, ladies and gentlemen, I will be sending you over to Mr. JDK Nonstop. So, we're going to go say hi to JDK Nonstop. If you want, copy that raid message and paste it just one time in his chat to say hello and to show that you're coming from the Ringside Rundown Twitch stream. The next stream will be, I'm thinking maybe Thursday, because Thursday is a special episode of Collision. They're playing Thursday Collision because on Saturday is the NBA playoffs. So Collision will be on Thursday. No stream tomorrow, no nothing. We're recording on Wednesday, so no Dynamite stream. Plus, it only makes sense because it's WrestleMania week. We probably want to keep it WWE centric. So no stream on Wednesday. And Thursday, Collision and Mania. They don't want to get clobbered by Mania. You're correct about that. So I'm probably thinking I'm going to stream on Thursday, Collision. Friday is SmackDown. Saturday is WrestleMania Night 1. And Sunday is WrestleMania Night 2. So we still have that extra stream that we don't miss out on, because I'll be streaming on Saturday and Sunday, both nights of WrestleMania. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Time to go say hi to JDK Nonstop. I don't know what he's doing on his stream, but he was just watching Raw like the rest of us. He's probably going to be playing some video games, going to be having some fun. He's going to be playing Mario. Everybody likes Super Mario, right? Everybody likes Super Mario. So there you have it. Go say hi to JDK. Say hello. Say what's up. Again, here's the message. That's all you got to post up just one time. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. I really, really appreciate you. I will see you again on Thursday. Take care, guys.